Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Gigantic Saturday. So glad you could be with us here tonight. It is round two, game one of the Western Conference semifinals between the Sioux City Musketeers and the Fargo Force. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the broadcast booth. I am Ronnie Vadine with you all here this evening. It's going to be a fun one here tonight. Round two, officially, well, it got started last night, but we had to wait one more day because Fargo, who knows what they were doing last night. So, this should be a great matchup. Both these teams dead even this year in terms of matchups. We'll kind of get to all these stats here in a minute. But yeah, Fargo, they had the first round bye. So, this is their first game in, well, basically 2 weeks. So, we'll see if that has any effect in terms of how they play or whatnot. Of course, Sioux City comes into this game tonight after sweeping Tri-City in round one last week, quite convincingly, I might add. You didn't get to see the last about 8 minutes of that game because of technical difficulties, but hopefully we'll be able to give you all of the game here tonight. So yeah, every single second of it will be right here on RVN, whether we're done after 60 minutes or after 120 minutes. We will just see what the heck happens here this evening. Let's get into some of these matchups. Well, here we'll first run down the lines here. Well, at least we'll do it for Sioux City. The starting lineup: at left wing, Trey Jeffress; at center, William Tomko; and at right wing, Ashton Schultz. And then the defensemen go like this. At left defense, we've got Gavin Gary and Christian Lyons at right. And then the starting goaltender tonight will be Jack Fickthorn. In the postseason, he's 1-0-0 at 2.84 goals against and a .906 save percentage. So, yeah. Yeah. In terms of scratches tonight, Ryan Poirier, Travis Poliski, and Dallas Potter. When we run down the full line chart, Elias Vatne, Gavin Gary, and Kyle O'Leary. Third line, Luke Gary, Aiden Dyer, and Max Anderson. Fourth line, Daniil Booten, Pavel Martinu, and Dakota Bailey. And then the defenseman, extra forward, Lenny Geiger. There we go. First line of D, we've got Derek Olson and Shane Gould. And then the second line, Mason Stenger and Daniel D'Alessandro. Then the backup tonight, of course, is Ryder Shea. So, yeah. When we get to how these teams have stacked up against each other all year going into this series, Fargo this year, they're 4-2-1-1 against Sioux City this year. And Sioux City, they're 4-4. So very evenly matched here. In Fargo this year, Fargo has been 1-2-0-1, while Sioux City has been 3-1 this year in Fargo. The goals for and the goals against each other. Fargo, they score 4 goals a game this year against Sioux City. They've given up 2.13, and then obviously those numbers switch around. When they've been in Fargo, Fargo's only scored 2 goals a game and given up 3.5. Those numbers switch for Sioux City. When we do last fives and tens, Fargo, well, both these teams actually are 3-2. Fargo, and they've scored 3.8 goals a game and they've given up 2.6. While Sioux City, on the other hand, they've given up 3.6 and they've scored 3.6. So quite similar there. And then in their last 10, Fargo 6-4-0-0. They've scored 3.7 and given up 3. And Sioux City 5-5-0-0. They've scored 3.4 and given up 4 exactly. So obviously, we got to keep that down a little bit. Fargo, they don't score a lot, but they also don't give up a lot of goals either. So these are going to be, I have a feeling, close, low scoring games. And these have been the games that Jason Kirshner has been keen on winning all year long. So that'll even be doubly important as we go into tonight's game with Fargo. So yeah, I think it's going to be a fun one here this evening. I don't know about you all, but I can't wait for this matchup. I'm licking my lips and doing all that. It sounds like Sioux City, they're represented pretty good tonight, so hopefully that'll be a good sign of what's to come as we move throughout the next 2.5 to 3 hours. So yeah, or depending on how long this game goes, because if we go to overtime, then we basically do full 20-minute periods and full 17-minute intermissions until the game's over with. So well, until somebody scores, and then at that point, game's automatically over. Just imagine that if we kept on playing until the buzzer hit 0, and then that would just kind of like basketball. I think that would actually be kind of funny, but That's just me. In this postseason, Sioux City, they've scored 5 goals per game, so that helps. Hopefully that number will help them, and they've given up 2.5. Sioux City on the power play at 0% on the nose. They haven't been very successful on that, so that's tied for 7th. And in terms of the penalty kill, well, they're at 100% there. So, and that's obviously tied for first. I think we're pretty much ready to go here. I'm a little nervous tonight. I'm not gonna lie with you. Well, I'm nervous before every single one of these games we do here, so makes sense, I guess.
Welcome back to Shields.
Here we go.
Set for puck drop.
Now we're getting set all right. Luke McNamara at left wing, Nate Belladonna at center, Gavin Olenkamp at right wing, Stepan Cherney and Garrett Lindbergh will be the starting defenseman, and then AJ White will be the starting goaltender. During the regular season, let's see here. He went 26, 12, 3 and 1 at 2.48 goals against and a .905 save percentage, 2 shutouts and 1 assist. So here we go. Belladonna, Nate Belladonna will take the draw with William Tomko, and we are off and underway in Fargo, North Dakota. Lindbergh will send it off the boards and down ice into the hands of Belladonna. A shot up high right off the bat into the netting. That'll be cleared down ice into the corner. AJ White behind the net. Picked up Stepan Cherney, throws it up the left wing side. McNamara in a scramble for Belladonna is there, taken away by Lindbergh. Lindbergh off the boards, misses him, but Christian Lyons will bounce it right back in behind the net. If only the guy running the center ice cam knew that. Olenkamp up the right side. Here's Olenkamp. Feeds it back behind to McNamara. McNamara in the corner. Pass out in front. Taken away there by Max Anderson. Feeds it off to Neil, or Dyer, rather, excuse me, off the right boards. Down into the corner. Dyer out in front. Shot was stopped there by AJ White. Here's Booten with this one. Keeps it in and then pushed aside by Colin McCrate. Nothing called on that. Mason West shot, save made. Victor and rebound loose in front. Picked up there by Anderson, and then he's checked hard. Nothing called, because why would they call it? There's a shot, got blocked there in front by, I can't tell who that was, but it's Dyer back the other way, 3-on-2, almost a 4-on-2, sends it into the hands of AJ White, and he'll glove it up, and McCrate is in the face of D'Alessandro. Classy. Not.
RP Constructor scoreboard. Here comes. Oh, who do we got this time? It looks like Schultz, Jeffress, and Larv. They put these three together every once in a while, especially in the forward zone. They can produce so much offense.
Well, yeah, I mean, look at their numbers on the year. Duh. Come on, Curtis. Face-off will come to the left of AJ White. Face-off's won by Schultz. Schultz feeds it on back towards center, but McNamara got a hand on it. Taken back, though, by Shane Gould. Gould in the circle. Well, how about we maybe follow where the puck is? Olsen off the boards there for Schultz. Tess, this one sends it off the left boards and down ice. That will be icing.
So second in pattern and test.
Great representation from the Sioux City crowd. I see a lot of green and gold, so we love to see that.
Sioux City coming with offense when they put Schultz, Jeffress, and
face off will come to the left here of AJ White. Schultz will take the draw with, I want to say that's Seguin. At least Fargo's wearing their white jerseys, so it'll be a little easier to read than the gray with the black background. I mean, holy smokes. Even at home, when we play them at home and they wear those jerseys, I mean, they still can be hard to read. Olsen feeds it off to Schultz. Boy, there was a big hit on Olsen. Nothing called, because why wouldn't there be? Picked up there, Stepan Cherney. Off the boards, there, Tess. Up the left side, could not be handled there by Cullen. Gold taken down by Tess and nothing called.
A lot of penalties be called unless it's something in the injury slash.
Wow, yeah, but you know, we also need them to be consistent, too. That helps.
Marchenko drops it off to the big
There's
man.
Marceni Marchenko off the boards, giving away. Gavin Gary with this one. Gary pass across. Oh, Vatne fanned on the shot, but then he was tied up, so nothing called there, obviously. Up the left side. Oh, but Gavin Gary gets tripped up. There's Gary. Feeds it out towards center. O'Leary on to Carr. Back O'Leary could not make the connection. Taken out Kosiba. Kosiba out towards center. Now taken by Brooks Cullen. Cullen. Coda Bailey off of his skate. Taken by Dyer up the left side. Trying to spin around Lindbergh. Here's Dyer. Pass in front. Could not make a connection with Dakota Bailey. McNamara with this one. There for Olsen. Here's Stanger with this one. Stanger's shot went wide. Oh, boy. Good one, though, for sure. Bailey with it in the corner. Bailey off the boards, Lindbergh. Here's Bailey with it. Back behind the net there, William Tomko. Tomko towards the blue line, D'Alessandro. D'Alessandro takes a shot, went wide. Here's Dyer in the corner with it, though. In the circle, Dyer pass across, whacked down there by Stanger. Here's Bailey with this one. Bailey into the corner. Down low, D'Alessandro. Here's Aiden Dyer. Dyer out there in front, intercepted there by Colin McCrate. McCrate off the boards, but it is still kept in there by Tomko. Here's Bailey off of his skate, taking there Tomko out in front. Dyer shot went wide. Now Tomko pass in front through the crease. Nobody was open. Taking there Deladonna off the boards and out to center ice. McNamara sends it back behind the net. Stanger whacks it up the left side, mishandled by Olin Camp. Taken there, though, by Saxton Tess. Here's Cherney. Shot stop 5. Victorn.
So nothing too dangerous.
Oh my God. You should have seen the video quality just now. It kind of like froze, but it had Victorn's stick going like that. Although it was way faster. It was in like 20 times speed. Face off will come to the right of Fickthorn.
Mason West on the other side.
Of course, we'd have technical difficulties. I mean, Sioux City, they did a great job last week with what they had in the IBP. I mean, we got to give credit to them for that. Mason West, Chicago Blackhawks draft pick, but he's also, I guess, the star QB as well. Shot saved by Fickthorn. I got to be careful with those. Oh, yeah, Martineau. He's down in the corner. Shot. Save a rebound, scores. Colin Sisson and Fargo on the board first. And that's when you call the whistle. If a player is down, you call a whistle. But did the referee do that? Hell no. Now, granted, he was on his toes at that point, but still.
Boy, Bobble's down on his knees. There's something lower body-wise.
Yeah. And of course, the referee lets him play.
They're into the grill of Victor.
Oh, stop, Curtis. Preaching his nonsense, of course. Well, luckily enough, Martineau sounds like he's okay. Well, he's probably not okay. From what it sounds like, he's definitely not okay. Sisson, his 22nd goal of the season. Yeah, he's bent over. He's hurt pretty bad.
They're going to head to the dressing room, it looks like. I think Erica's taking him in there.
And of course, the referee's an ass and doesn't blow his whistle. When there's an injured player, you have to blow the whistle right away. I am sorry. I don't care what the thingy is. You got to do it.
Now on the right side, up on the board.
You know what? If we're gonna play those games, then we'll do it. I'll do it. I'll take care of those officials. I always do. Here's Saxton Tess with this one. Tess in a shot saved by Fickthorn. And then he got pushed into the net by Tess. So
and now tracked down by the fourth.
That's just great. It's just wonderful, isn't it?
The board. Here's Stanger, scoots it. And now Sagan comes up.
Sagan with this one in the corner. Sagan in front. Shot was stopped by Fickthorn. Well, there's no number 7 on the team, so who's ever wearing that number should. Let's see. Well, let's look that up. So we've got an ineligible player for Fargo, from what it sounds like. Zach Zimmerman, yeah, whoever he is. There's the icing.
Max Anderson. He's back. He's healthy. It's great to be out there. You know he can't be 100%. I know he lost some weight. He was under the weather, very ill.
Very ill, definitely ill, from what it sounds like. So,
in a back rolling in hockey shape would be great. Here's Garb taking the draw.
Because we knew he was ill, but gosh, it sounds like it was pretty bad. Lindbergh slap shot went wide. Boy, and if you lost quite a bit of weight, then that's really not good. Whatever it was. Lindbergh shot. Save it, rebound in front. Just, well, luckily enough, we were paying attention there. Deladonna clears it down ice. Here's Saxton Tuss with this one. Yeah, Fargo putting on pressure. No, they scored the first goal, you dummy. Cullen McCrate with this one back behind the net. There's Gavin Olenkamp. Olenkamp around the boards. Marchenko. Shot got blocked there into the corner by Anderson. Picked up there by McCrate. Here's McCrate. Taking their, I assume that's Tomko. Well, no, maybe not. Because here's Olenkamp. Thank God he's offside. 13:04 left to go in the first period. We'll take a break. We'll be back in a minute. Don't go anywhere. Come on. There we go.
Circus quality shoes, discount prices, why pay more? Bill Gates. Jerry Seinfeld? Sure, I'm good. The left one's a little tight. They'll stretch. We feel a little stretch? Toe? No. What is it? Leather. These are keys to door. They run very tight. You get the other one. You know what I do? I wear them in the shower. You ever wear clothes in the shower, Bill? Never. You're dressed and you're clean. Open the door, go about your business. He's a 10. 10. See how that fits you.
Oh.
That's a 10.
¿Es el conquistador?
Guess what, Bill? You're a 10. Ellos van apretados. Are you a Shoes Circus Clown Club member? Platinum. What do you get with that card? Big top points.
Welcome back, everybody. Boy, that was the shortest TV timeout of all time because they're already back to play here. Okay. I see how this is going to go, people, okay? I could sense it from a mile away. Puck sent out towards center. Tomka with this one up the left side. Pass across. Blocked aside there by Mason West. I'd stick to football if I were Mason West, but okay. Because he's not even that good. He's only got, well, 25 points. Okay. But that's not even close to the top. Ooh, that one's cleared out. Lucked it out there. Here's Lindbergh with this one. Lindbergh takes a shot, got blocked there by Fickthorn. Although he only had 10 points last year, and I think it was between 10 and 20 games. And all of a sudden, oh, he's a draft pick. Like, well, no, that's not how that works.
And let your teammate track down a rebound.
Dummies, 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 dummies. Of course, I didn't. You all already know that. So I mean, it makes sense at least. Oh my God. Well, yeah, of course they're going to be lopsided because the off ice officials are against everybody. Whether you're a brother or whether you're a mother, you've been staying alive, staying alive. Ah, 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 staying alive. pass out in front, gloved up by Thickthorn. So that's going to count as shot number 11. So if you think about it, Thickthorn stopped 10 of 11. So he's done pretty good, I'd say, to start out.
Get anywhere near the net. Now, what Fargo wants to do, they want to pressure you.
They want to be assholes. That's what they want to be.
So
they want to be a bunch of cupcakes. Face-offs, one puck will roll back behind the net. There, Aiden Dyer off the boards. Max Anderson off the boards, off the right side, down into the corner. Anderson, he's shoved into the boards by Lindbergh. Call something. Don't call nothing. Call something. Cullen drops it back. Off the boards, McCrate with this one. McCrate picked up there by Shane Gould. Gould deflected off the boards towards center. Luke Gary feeds it on to Gould. Gould down. Gavin Gary shot got blocked there in front by Marchenko. Yeah, he's holding his arms, so that's definite. He definitely got a little banged up there on that one. Here's O'Leary. Odd angled shot was stopped there by AJ White. Picked up there by O'Leary again. O'Leary out towards the blue line. Sent off the boards back behind the net there for Vatne. Vatne in the corner. Vatne on out Shane Gould. Gould pass across. Here's a shot save by White and picked up there by Vatne behind the net there for O'Leary. O'Leary back behind the net. Sent off the boards. Vatne with this one back behind the net. There is Cullen McCrate.
Physical, and they're doing simple things.
Taken back. Here's Brooks Cullen with this one. Cullen takes a shot, went wide of Thickthorn. Yeah, wow. That was a funny hop, all right. My goodness. Thickthorn back behind the net. Thickthorn. 10-10 left to go here in this first period. Oh, there's a big hit into the boards. Somebody from us hit somebody on Fargo, so we'll take that any day of the week. Taken back behind the net. Christian Lyons with this one. Here's Lyons. Feeds it off Dyer. Here's McNamara with this one, taken there by AJ White, sends it off the boards. Kept in, though, by Booten, taken back by McNamara, sent off the boards towards center. There for Gavin Olenkamp. Olenkamp pokes it in, off the boards. McNamara, shot got blocked there in front. Here's another shot into the hands of Booten, sent off McNamara. Here's Booten up the right side, deflected down into the corner. Booten back behind the net. Olsen chases down Olenkamp. Nicely done. Good effort. Good job. McCrate with this one back behind the net. McCrate feeds it on over. Derek Olsen there for Lenny Geiger. Geiger sent off the boards towards center. Here's Tomko with this one. Tomko pass across. Shane Gould pauses a little bit. Gould pass out there in front. Whack down Lenny Geiger. Puck is loose. Taken back there by Fargo. Naturally. I mean, come on.
That is an interesting cut on the.
Well, hey, did the same thing in the IBT. So I mean, Geiger with this one. Geiger.
Fargo again.
Yeah, at least at the IBT, that's acceptable. When your arena's what, 20 years old? Come on, like, who cares? Shot pass out in front went wide. Although Mason West, he is better than football than he is in hockey, but that's whatever. Jones back with it behind the net, which is why I hate the dude so much. Of course, I hate every. Luke Gary offsides. That's crazy. 8:06 left to go in the first period. We'll take a commercial break. We'll be right back. Good Lord. That's atrocious.
I imagine over the years you've mind melded your Magnum Jupiter brain to those other Saturn ring brains at Microsoft. I have. Just wondering, are they ever going to come out with something that'll make our computers moist and chewy like cake so we could just eat them while we're working? If it's yes, give me a signal. Just your shorts. Do it. These are a little rough, man. Just It's times like these that E-Trade can really help you replan your investments. Yep. It gives you the tools and research. Take control. Rise up. Well, I can't flexible. It's not the venue. It's inspiration any place. Okay, where was I? Again. Control with one of the most powerful investing machines there is. Join the 1,000 new accounts a day at E-Trade.
Welcome back, everybody. Boy, these TV timeouts are quite short in Fargo, that's for sure. Puck sent off the boards and down ice. Stenger with it down into the corner, back behind the net there for Fickthorn. D'Alessandro sends it off the boards. Stenger out towards center. Stenger sends it back behind the net. Behind the net, Anderson taken there for Dyer. Dyer pokes it in, Luke Gary. Luke Gary down low. Oh, Anderson tripped up. Nothing called. Stenger with it back behind the net. Ain't that just lovely? Tess up the left side. Takes a shot, went up high and out of play. Shots 12-4 now in favor of Fargo. Oh, God. So I guess there's some dude competing on American Idol right now who's from Fargo. I don't think so. Hold on, I'm going to move my microphone. Whoops. Then my cord's still exposed. Shot, save, made, rebound, went wide. Here's Gavin Gary with this one popped up into the air. Uh-oh, Fargo guy went into the boards. Lovely. Here's Tess with this one. Tess feeds it back behind the net.
They're playing physical. Nice check applied by Dakota Bailey. And now Daniil Booth.
Well, I don't know why. I mean, they've been off for 2 weeks. They should be some rust there, but oh, there we go. Bailey took down a guy, and the fans are whining that there's no penalty. Ha 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 ha! Suck it, suck it. Swear.
Yeah, they'll replay it. Fans wanted a penalty.
Yeah, well, quit your whining. Bastards, jeez Louise.
But they never.
Oh!
Never.
Hey! Hey! Da, 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 da. McNamara with it in the quarter there for Olenkamp. Olenkamp there for McNamara. McNamara pass out in front, shot went wide of Fickthorn. 6:13 left to go here in this first period. Usually these games in Fargo go pretty quick, so hopefully that'll be the case here. Jeffress with this one. Jeffress down low in the corner. Dalladonna there for Luke Gary. Picked up Stepan Cherney. Cherney shot went wide of Fickthorn. Picked up there for Olenkamp. Now McNamara sends it off the boards towards center there for Stepan Cherney. Cherney on over across. Here's Graham Jones with this one. Jones off the boards towards center, back behind the net. Alessandro with this one out there in front. Shot, they score. And that's Colin McCrate. And that's 2-0.
The RP Constructor scoreboard. It looked like they were going to.
All right, good shot over the shoulder of Fickthorn. And let's see, for Colin McCrate, that's his 11th goal on the year.
2-0. Sioux City trails on the RP Constructor scoreboard. Time of the goal is going to be 14 minutes and 32 seconds.
That's it. That's just crazy. I gotta tell you that much. That's just freaking insane. Here's Stenger with this one. Stenger feeds it off the boards back behind the net there for AJ White. White picked up there for Dyer. Dyer back behind the net. Dyer towards the blue line. Sent down into the corner. Dyer pokes it in here. Collins, Sisson. Yeah, it is Sisson. Pass across, roll down into the corner. Mason West with this one. Taken there by Mason Stenger.
He's going to chip and chase after it himself.
Boy, that just makes me so mad. You don't believe it. Cherney with this one. Cherney down low for O'Leary. O'Leary in a scramble for picked up Mason West. There now is Graham Jones. Jones off the boards and down ice. This will go for icing with 4.5 left to go.
Where you want Pavel. We haven't seen Pavel since he went down in that corner.
Yeah, which, gee, I'm still mad about that. So Martinu is down on the ground and injured. Now, obviously, they're gonna take a few seconds just in case he gets back up. But after a few seconds, you blow the whistle. You don't let the play go on. You idiot. Although who is reffing tonight? That's the next question. Oh, it's McManus and Carruthers. Although we have a nickname for McManus, which we can't say exactly at this time, but here's Gavin Gary up the right side with it. McManus. Although he has his good nights and his bad nights. So, with some of these other referees that we complain about, like Brignani and Fagan, normally it's mostly bad than good, but McManus, he's about 50-50, which is probably the best percentage out of all the other referees. So, I mean, that's, I guess, good for him. Archenko with this one. Out towards the blue line. There for Shane Gould. Slap shot went wide. Marchenko in the corner. There for Vatne. Picked up there for O'Leary. O'Leary pass out there in front. O'Leary in the corner. O'Leary taken there by, I don't even know who that was. Nor do I really care either. Olsen up the right side. Olsen in, back behind the net. Pass in front. Shot was stopped by White.
3:09 left in period number 1. It's 2-0 Fargo on the RP Constructor scoreboard.
Yeah, it is.
Gould and Olsen, Belladonna, Camp, McNamara are the 3 up front on the other side.
Face off will come to the left of AJ White. Oh, he intentionally broke that stick. I tell you, Luke McNamara, he's an idiot. Well, it was broken before, but then he stuck it in the ice and broke it some more. What an idiot. What an absolute idiot. Schultz with this one off the boards. Picked up Owen Camp. Pass across. Stop. That was close. Well, who cares? Luke Gary back behind the net. As long as they don't score, I mean, who cares? Schultz with this one. Back out there for D'Alessandro. Takes a shot. Save, made, rebound. Stopped by AJ White. Ugh.
36 to play in the period. D'Alessandro, that one got blocked. Picked up by Jeffress. Schultz gets digged around by the Drews in front of the net.
No, yeah, nothing called there, of course. I mean, at least they're being consistent because we've had no penalties so far, so I'll take that. But shot went wide. Here's Stanger with this one in the corner back behind the net. We're not even through the first period and I'm already triggered. That's just, although that's really nothing new. If you watch this channel, I mean, geez Louise. Stanger feeds it on there for Tomko. Tomko picked up there for McCrate. McCrate feeds it on over. Graham Jones with this one. Jones out to the blue line. Lindbergh plays it in back behind the net. D'Alessandro with this one. Out in front. Mason West with this one. West feeds it through Graham Jones. Now Lindbergh feeds aside. Sisson with this one back behind the net. D'Alessandro. Well, you got to get the clear, but the puck's out of play, so that doesn't help you out either. Yeah.
Musketeer zone. Yes. I thought that maybe went over the board off the Fargo fourth player, which would take it out, but apparently not.
Well, no, the linesmen don't know what they're just as bad as the refs, Curtis. I mean, he's been calling games for 25 years. He should know the jig by now. I mean, but I guess we don't catch on so quick. Here's Mattern with this one. Mattern. Odd angled shot got blocked there in front. Oh, and then he slipped and fell in the corner. Stay down. Marchenko with this one. There for Mattern. Through the stick of Anderson. Here's Cherney with this one. Back behind the net. Saxton Tess. Tess in the corner. And the scramble for Cullen. Now O'Leary poked out. Here's Anderson with this one out towards center. Anderson off the boards. Picked up Marchenko. Now here's Saxton Tess in a scramble for. Marchenko picks this one up. Marchenko back behind the net there for Cullen. Olsen, 1 minute left to go here. Like I said, these games in Fargo go fast here, so might not be here too late tonight. Shot was stopped by Thickthorn.
Period. Number one. Sioux City trails 2-0 on the RP Construction scoreboard. Out of finish here. If they can get something back, get some kind of momentum for period number 2.
Yeah, hey, if we could score, that would be great.
That's Camp, McNamara, Deladonna out there.
Face off will come to the right here of Thickthorn.
Your player, nice player.
BS. Stanger with it around the boards here for Luke Gary. Sends it back behind the net of Mason Stanger. Here's Camp with this one. At the blue line, here's McCrate. McCrate at the blue line feeds it on over there for Lindbergh. Lindbergh takes a shot, went wide of Thickthorn. Puck will roll into the corner. Back behind, Nate Deladonna with this one. Deladonna and a scramble for Jeffress is there. Yeah, I mean, it would help if they had. Yeah, Curtis is just like, oh, they got to get it clear. Well, maybe if they would have the puck, but if they can't have the puck, if they don't have the puck, then they can't do that. Golly, I'm tired of stupid people. I hate stupid people. McCrate is shot, saved by Thickthorn, and that's the buzzer. Oh!
Disagreements with the
Somebody decided to be
to get in there.
Somebody decided to be a jackass now, I guess. We'll take a break. We'll be right back in 4.
You son of a biscuit-eating bulldog.
What the French toast?
I wouldn't find out about your little doo-doo head cootie queen.
Who are you calling a cootie queen, you lit liquor?
Oh, you kumquat!
You're overreacting.
No, Bill, overreacting was when I put your convertible into a wood chipper. Stinky McStink face!
You Hoboken.
Fabulous. New Orbit Raspberry Mint cleans another dirty mouth. For a good, clean feeling, no matter what.
Hey, Dave, the day's over. Time for Bud Light.
I can't. I have to cut the cheese.
I thought you cut the cheese already.
It wasn't me.
I heard you cut the cheese this morning.
I like to cut the cheese in spurts throughout the day.
You should cut the cheese first thing in the morning like me. Otherwise, it starts backing up.
I wouldn't. My girlfriend was here this morning, and you know how that goes.
I cut the cheese in front of my girl once. I never heard the end of it.
You ever see a woman cut the cheese?
Nah, they don't do it right. They're too delicate.
My grandmother cut the cheese all the time, especially as she got older.
Hey guys, I'm gonna be in the back. I'm gonna pinch a loaf.
Want me to pull your finger?
Will you pulling my finger help me cut the cheese?
Oh, yeah. If I pull your finger, you'll be cutting the cheese within seconds.
Oh, yeah. I have to run. Gotta drop the kids off at the pool.
I might just chill tonight.
Puppy monkey baby. Puppy monkey baby. Puppy monkey baby. Puppy monkey baby. Puppy monkey baby.
Mountain Dew Kickstart. Dew, juice, caffeine.
Hungry. Take it from Carritos. That's me. The best breakfast food at the big top is post sugar rice Carritos. So creamy, so delicious, so different. Each grain of rice in sugar rice Carritos is sprinkled with honey and sugar. It's so good, I wrinkle every time I eat it. Yet, no matter what other rice cereal you've ever tried, you'll love Post Sugar Rice Carritos best of all. And sugar make it different and wonderful. Breakfast is fun to eat. So you crinkle on down to the store for Post Sugar Rice Carritos, the greatest cereal treat on earth.
Great night, my friend. Yeah, I don't.
The great taste that won't throw you up and never lets you down. Make it a fun life.
Welcome back, everybody. Well, it is the intermission. Probably wasn't soon enough for Sioux City, but you know what? It's only the first period of game one, so let's not get our undies in a knot early, like a lot of people already have, but mostly from Fargo, which we'll talk about during the post game show. But let's do this here. Let's recap that first period. Um, Obviously it got going right away. 454, Mark Collins isn't scored from Garrett Lindbergh and Stepan Cherney. That made it a 1-0 game. Then at 14:32, Cullen McCrate scored from Colin Sisson. That made it a 2-0 game. Shots that period, Fargo 17 to Sioux City's 8. So definitely need to pick that up a little bit. I mean, just get some offense going. If you can just get some offense going and control the puck, then let's get good at that first before we score here. I mean, we haven't been great at that all year long, but I mean, we've been worse. We've been worse. That's all I need to say. Let's see some other games going on across the league right now. Tied up at 0 at the end of 2 periods of play. Madison is at Youngstown. Madison leads that series 1-0. So, and shots are 19-8 in favor of Youngstown. And then the other game going on tonight, Muskegon is at Dubuque. Right now, Dubuque has a 1-0 lead in that series, although Muskegon dominated game 1. They played better than Dubuque did by far. So, yeah. All right, let's take a look at some scores now from across the league, or from across the NHL, I should say. Right now, 4-1, the Wild lead the Stars in the second intermission. The Hurricanes beat both Senators earlier today, 2-0. Then coming up at about 8:20 Eastern time, the Flyers will be at the Penguins. MLB scores from across the country here this afternoon. Right now, Tampa Bay leads Pittsburgh 5-4. Guardians lead the Orioles 3-1. Bottom of the second, the Cardinals lead the Astros 2-1. Right now, top of the second, the Mariners lead the Rangers 1-0. Braves are at the Phillies tied up at 0. Then coming up shortly, Dodgers at Rockies. As well as Blue Jays at D-backs. Both those games coming up in about 20 minutes. A little over 25 minutes, we'll call it. And San Diego is at Anaheim tonight. Los Angeles Angels at 9:38 Eastern time. Exactly. And then the Yankees beat the Royals earlier this afternoon, 13-4. Reds beat the Twins 5-4. Cubs beat the Mets 4-2. Giants beat the Nationals in 12 innings, 7-6. On the final in 11 innings, the A's beat the White Sox 7-6. Detroit beat Boston earlier today 4-1, and then the Brewers beat the Marlins 5-2. UFL scores. Oh wait, sorry. There we go. Earlier today, the DC Defenders beat the St. Louis Battlehawks 28-22. Let's see here. The Orlando Storm beat the Birmingham Stallions 16-0. And then the Kings beat the Gamblers earlier the other night in overtime, Thursday night, 24-22. And then the Aviators beat the Renegades 28-14 last night. So those are all the scores we got for you from across the league. Let's do some tonight in Musketeer playoff history, because why not? Okay. Let's see. So we're going to travel all the way back to 2014. Musketeers. There we go. Where is it here? Here it is. Okay, so it was a game, first round against the Omaha Lancers. Sioux City was leading 2-0 coming home to Sioux City to try and win the game, obviously. Duh. Don't they always try and do that? Anyway. However, it didn't quite go the way well, I guess. Sioux City got the scoring started out a minute and 46 into the game. It was Trevor Olson from Avery Peterson, and then Omaha got two straight to make it 2-1 at the end of two. And then Omaha got the scoring going first in the third at the 14-14 mark. It was and then Sioux City scored two quick ones at 14:39 and 16:24. The first one was by Adam Johnson, rest in peace, from Blake Heinrich, and then Avery Peterson from Garrett Cockerell and Trevor Olson. That made it a tie game at 3 going into overtime. And then Omaha scored with about 3:19 left to go and won it and took a 2-1 series lead. However, Sioux City, well, we'll talk about what happened tomorrow night about what happened in the next game, I guess. We'll save it for tomorrow and we'll go from there. Yeah. But we'll next go to 2025, just this last year, actually. Well, let's do playoffs instead of regular season. That might help us out. We go down to the ice box because that was the start of the second round for us versus Lincoln, our third game in 4 days. Whoever created the schedule for that, go to hell. Lincoln started out 7.5 minutes in with the goal, and then Sioux City, they got 2 of them in the second period. They were late in the second, but they got them nonetheless. That made it a 2-1 game, and then Lincoln scored early twice to eventually finish that one out and make it a 3-2 game. That was the final score. So Lincoln, at that point, had a 1-0 series lead. So, yeah, well, right now Sioux City is down, by a score of 4 or excuse me, of 2-0. So yeah, we'll take a break. We'll be right back right after this. And a word from your local RVN station. See you in a sec.
Try using berries and cream starburst? Pardon me. What kind of starburst did you just say? Berries. Berries? Berries and what else? And cream. Oh! Berries and cream. Berries and cream. I'm a little lad who loves berries and cream. Berries and cream. Berries and cream. I'm a little lad who loves berries and cream. How do I tell her I'm sorry? Apology bot 3000. I'm a big fan. It's time for an apology from Scott. You know that little video we made? Well, I kind of sold it to a chain of XXX video stores and spent all the money on lap dances. But hey, Bud Light. She totally bought it. Refreshingly smooth Bud Light. Always worth it.
No one's ever going to see this, right?
Wrong.
Something happened here. What if you been affected? The man will find when we are well. I think I'm not beautiful.
Right.
What's that? Do you have insurance on this car? No. It must be Eagle Man.
I've got something for you.
Oh, look at those low rates.
Okay, you use travel plans. I need to be in New York on Monday, LA on Tuesday, New York on Wednesday, LA on Thursday, New York on Friday. Got it? Got it. So you want to work here? What really makes you think you deserve a job?
Well, sir, I think I'm good. I have a sharp mind.
Can you start? Congratulations, welcome aboard. Wonderful. And in conclusion, Jim Bob call Fred, load dork, 8 up and 10. Business is business, and as we all know, in order to get something done, you have to do something. In order to do something, we have to work. So let's get to work. Thank you for taking me. Hang up job. I'm putting you in Project Pittsburgh. I know it's perfect. That's why I picked Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's perfect. Peter, may I call you Pete? Pete.
Is it Mr. Schnittlinger to see you?
Wait 15 seconds. Wait 15 seconds. Congratulations on your deal in Denver, Dave. I'm putting you down to deal with Dallas. Don, is it a deal? Do we have a deal? It's a deal. I gotta go. I got a call coming in. Hi, Doc. Just dealt with Don.
In this fast-moving, high-pressure, get-it-done-yesterday world, aren't you glad there's one company that can keep up with it all?
Deal good. I'm putting you down to deal with Dick. Dick, what's the deal with the deal? Are we dealing? We're dealing. Dave, it's a deal with Don, Dork, and Dick. Dork, it's a deal with Dave, Dick, and Dave. Don, it's a Dork with Dick, Dave, and Dick. Gotta go, Dave. Disconnecting. Gotta go, Dick. Disconnecting. Gotta go, Dan. Disconnecting.
Federal Express. But it absolutely positively has to be there overnight.
I'm the Minister of Tea Tourism. There are secret government agencies saving vacations. Families are getting swindled. Why? Because hotels hate your guts.
On the floor. People are rude.
Yes, come on. Test baby. Rent a vacation home from HomeAway.com. Space, privacy, freedom. Why hotel when you can HomeAway?
Hello, Mr. D again. Our subject, Value Express combos at the Rack's drive-thru. These tasty delights are priced in low, even dollar amounts, so there's no chain. That's just Graham, because Mr. Delicious just had some rather delicate surgery. If there's no change, he doesn't have to squirm so much to put it back in his pocket, now does he? He just grabs his combo and drives ever so slowly over the speed bump. Tickety dee.
One of you folks?
Think about it. Don't go too far.
Welcome back, everybody. Second period coming up. Sioux City down by a score of 2-0 right now. Fargo's got the lead. So well, this is gonna be an interesting game. I have, of course, Sioux City, I think they're probably lucky at this point that they've got it down to just a 2-goal lead, because although any lead that Fargo has is pretty could be quite interesting. That's all I'm gonna say. We are off and underway, though, here in this second period. Puck will be sent down into the corner back behind the net. Christian Lyons is there. Here's Lyons with this one. Sent out there in front. Fickthorn is there. Here's Fickthorn. Sends it off the boards and down ice. Schultz now. Tomko there for Jeffress. Down low into the corner. Taken there by Deladonna out towards center. Here's McNamara. Feeds it on over there for Deladonna. Deladonna there. Olenkamp shot save made there by Fickthorn. Rebound back behind the net. McNamara fanned on it. Loose back behind the net. Taking their Christian Lyons around the boards. Out towards center. Here's McCrate with this one. McCrate out towards center. McCrate off the boards. Tipped back behind the net, and they call it icing, which is really interesting. I don't think personally that was icing, but okay, whatever. Referee wants to be a humongous pain in our behind. We'll let him, I guess. Piece of crap. Face-offs one, puck will roll into the corner there for McCrate. McCrate off the board, sent all the way down ice there for D'Alessandro. D'Alessandro picked up there by Aiden Dyer. Here's Dyer, sends it back behind the net. There, Luke Gary with this one. Luke Gary feeds it on over Marchenko. Off the boards towards center now. D'Alessandro takes this one. D'Alessandro feeds it back behind the net. Taken there, Arseny Marchenko. Picked up there by Luke Gary. Around the boards the other way. Here's D'Alessandro with this one. Picked up Mason West. Oh, he knocks him over. Good. Mason West trying to clear this one. Now it's Dyer with it behind the net. Luke Gary with this one. Luke Gary tied up behind the net. Marchenko's got him pinned up against the boards. Dyer comes up with the puck. Here's Dyer in a scramble for there. Cullen McCrate out towards center. Up the right side, here's Jones with this one. Graham Jones in. Pass behind the net. West shot save made there by Fickthorn. Anderson with it out towards center. Anderson. Oh, sticked there by Graham Jones. Nothing called. No, they're not. Of course they're not going to call anything tonight, Curtis. What are you, stupid or what? Yeah, I am stupid.
There, I did see the fans were.
Well, of course, the fans are, bunch of jerk offs. I know that. Here's Cherney with this one. Cherney back behind the net. Into the corner. Kosiba sent out towards center. Here's Cullen with this one. Cullen off the boards, back behind the net. Kosiba, I guess, rather. Derek Olson feeds it around the other way. Zach Zimmerman with it back behind the net. Zimmerman, now Cullen, now Kosiba pokes it around. Zimmerman out towards center. Here's Stepan Cherney with this one. Cherney off the boards. Here's Kosiba and takes a shot wide. taken there by Gavin Gary up the right side. Gary down into the corner, back behind the net. There's Lindbergh. There's Daniil Boone out in front. Went nowhere with that one. Oh, baby. Now Zach Zimmerman with this one. Popped up into the air, into the hands of Fickthorn. Feeds it back behind the net there for Carr. Gavin Carr with this one.
Taking their time on the breakout.
Carr. Oh, Booten tripped up. Oh, they're going to call him for that. Get out of here. Woo! We're going on the power play. Perfect opportunity to score here. Better late than never.
Power play is over in the playoffs.
Oh, shoot. And then I'm writing it down with the green pen. What the heck am I thinking? So let's see. 74. That's Saxon Test. I don't care who it's on as long as we get the power play. That's all I care about. And a false start. They call O'Leary for a false start, naturally, because, you know, why? So Schultz will try again with Cullen, I want to say. Puck immediately goes down ice, even though O'Leary won the, or not O'Leary, but Schultz won the draw. Vatne. Or that's Olsen. Duh. I called his name Olsen too. I don't know why I said Vatne, but O'Leary down low. Cullen McCrate with this one. McCrate. Now O'Leary up the right side. O'Leary in a scramble for at the blue line, and Cullen will clear it back down naturally. Fickthorn plays this one. Fickthorn lets it into the hands of Larv. That was Luke Gary. Now Derek Olson with it off the boards. Picked up Gavin Gary through the legs. Here's Shane Gould with this one out in front. Schultz. Now Olenkamp tried to clear it. He failed. Shot save made. Rebound. Kept in there by Olsen. Now Schultz with this one back behind the net there for O'Leary. Spins around a guy. Now, okay, can you actually show it went down ice? There we go. I don't know why. They're just as bad in Fargo as they are in Sioux Falls. At least they don't cut right in the middle of action to replays, so that I can appreciate. Anderson back behind the net there for Tomko. Tomko there for Stenger. Here's Anderson with it back behind the net. On over across. Pass out in front. It's loose. Shot save. Rebound. Popped up into the air. Loose back behind the net. McCrate picked up there by Tomko. At the blue line, 25 seconds left to go on the power play. Here's Tomko. Feeds it on to Gould. Gould in the circle. Gould pass across. Anderson saved by White. Rebound loose. Just went wide. Ooh. Tomko popped out towards center. 7 seconds left. Hurry up. One more chance maybe. Here's Stenger. Oh, and he didn't even get to it. Now McCrate up the left side. And we're, the force is back at full strength. Not us, but the force are.
Build on those. Find the net. Get it to the net.
Here's Sisson with this one. Sisson out in front. Tess. Rebound blocked. Loose in front. Shot went up over the head of Fickthorn. Here's Cherney with this one at the blue line. Cherney in the circle. Mason West. Or is that Graham Jones? Whoever it is, he's an idiot. Cherney at the blue line. Cherney down low. Lindbergh in the circle. Lindbergh off the boards. Now Trey Jeffress with this one. Feeds it around the boards and down ice. Cherney.
Here's Jones.
There for Jones. Pass out there in front. Save. Now taken back out there for Lindbergh. Lindbergh now to Tomko. Tomko towards center. Tomko sends it off the boards down into the corner. 13:44 left to go here in this second period. Lions off the boards. Puck will, oh God, icing.
Left in the second period.
Icing brought to you by our friends at Bubba. Okay, shut up.
It's going to be Deladonna, Ulenkamp, and McNamara. Dyer, South line out there. On the icing call, of course. 2 is tomorrow at 6 o'clock. Excuse me, 5 o'clock.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's 5 o'clock, not well, it's 5 o'clock Central, and we'll be on the air at 5:30 Eastern. So there you go. Olenkamp out there from McCrate takes a shot, got blocked there in front, rebound loose now, taken there by Dakota Bailey out towards center. Daniil Booten with this one. Here's McNamara out at center. McNamara. Uh-oh. Dyer got tripped up. Nothing called, though, of course. This will go for another icing.
I didn't get to change that time, so that's a second ice on this.
The dog's out. Woo, 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 woo. Woof, woof, woof. The dog's out. Woof, 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 woof. Yippee-yi-yo. And everyone's having a ball. Face-offs one. Here's Booten out towards center ice. Booten poked into the hands of Dyer. Here's Dyer. Nice moves. Dyer takes a shot. Save made there by A.J. White. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. Don't go anyway. Uh-oh, it's the beer can races. Thank God we're going to break.
Too careful. Accidents happen all the time. You know, I just saved a bunch of money on my car insurance. Oh dear, not again. I'm not going to be a victim twice. I'm calling 1-800-VICTIM-2. A free 15-minute call can get you compensation for your injuries. Call 1-800-VICTIM-2. Don't be a victim twice. Call 1-800-VICTIM-2. Hablamos español.
Hello. We want you to remember our name, Outpost.com. That's why we've decided to fire gerbils out of this cannon through the O in Outpost. Cute little guy. Fire. And again. So close. Fire.
Welcome back, everybody. Well, beer can races went about as well as you thought it did, which means it absolutely sucked. Face off will come to the left of AJ White. I don't know why you want to humiliate yourself like that. Shot went wide, rebound. Ooh. Popped out there in front now for Luke Gary. Derek Olson takes a shot, got blocked there in front and out towards center. West with this one. West on over across, takes a shot. Save made there by Vic Thorne. Taken there by Colin Sisson. Here's Sisson in the corner. Sisson shot deflected wide. Yeah, the referee has got to go like emphatic. We all know the car didn't go in, or the car. You want to know why I said car? It's because the Kia logo, Kia Fargo, was in there. That's why I said car. The puck didn't go into the net. There we go. Sometimes I have my way with words, as you know, on this program.
Yeah, this line's still out there.
Here's Mason West. Shot went wide of Graham Jones. Taken there by Gavin Gary on over there for Shane Gould. Gould drops it back. O'Leary, a shot got blocked there in front, taken there by Gould once again. Here's O'Leary with this one. O'Leary there in front of the goal, taken now by Zach Zimmerman up the right side. Here's Zimmerman. Nice moves. Zimmerman. Oh, sticked there by Vatne into the boards. Here's O'Leary now back out with this one. O'Leary up the right side. D'Alessandro off the bench. O'Leary pass out in front. Cannot connect with anybody. Taken there by O'Leary again. Sticks it out towards center here for Christian Lyons. Lyons sends it back behind the net. Lyons out towards center now. Cherney with this one. Cherney feeds it back behind the net.
Right wing side of the blue line. That's going to be Lindbergh. Lindbergh looks for a shot now coming across.
Here's Lindbergh, takes a shot, save a rebound. Oh, Zimmerman couldn't get it. It's loose there in front, though. Still, Sipniewski. Now it's sent off the boards into the hands of Colin McCrate. McCrate picked up there by Sipniewski. I think this is the first time he's been out there on the ice, which should say something right there. But
there was 2 sticks out.
oh, that barely crossed the red line for an icing, let alone having it be an icing. But my goodness.
Number 2, 2-0.
I did say some people aren't very smart, but
2 goals in the first period by Fargo was Sisson and McCrate. Their starting lineup: McNamara, Deladon, and Eulenkamp out there for Fargo.
Who cares what their starting lineup is?
With the face off, trying to get the puck in. There's Lyons tries to shoot it out the center ice. He does.
Puck sent out towards center now. Here's McCrate with this one. McCrate sends it down. Vatne there for O'Leary. Back in front, now taken there by Deladonna. Deladonna sends it off the boards and down ice.
There is Olsen.
Derek Olsen. There we go. That's his name. Olsen up the left side. Olsen takes his shot, went wide. Boy, spun off the boards towards center. Now Gavin Carr with this one. Carr towards center, taken away. Here's Eulenkamp. A shot squeaked into the net. Boy, oh boy. And just like that, 3-0 in favor of Fargo.
Yeah, I know they had space on this one. Eulenkamp, just trickled through the 5-hole.
That is unbelievable. For Eulenkamp, that's his, if I could see it, 20th goal on the year. That is just unbelievable. That really honestly is.
Cincinnati trails 3-0 on the RP Constructors scoreboard.
Well, luckily enough, Fargo scores 3.14 goals a game, so hopefully that'll be the last goal that they score.
Here's straight goal from behind the net. Pressure. Olsen chucks it, trying to get it out the center ice. They feed it. Here comes Larb coming in.
Oh, here's Luke Gary, pass across. Schultz popped up into the air.
It's pushed out.
Taken there, Saganin off the boards down into the corner. Saganin in a scramble for. Taken back behind the net there, Mattern. Here's Olsen with this one, down low, Saxton Tess. Derek Olsen off the boards towards center now for Luke Gary. Picked up there, Ashton Schultz with this one. Schultz. Here's Saganin. Pass across, went just wide. Boy, oh boy. Now taken there by Dyer. Dyer out towards center. Dyer feeds it on over to Luke Gary. Popped off the boards. Colin McCrate with it back behind the net. Now taken back. McCrate once again. McCrate out towards center. McCrate takes a shot. Save Fickthorn. Rebound covered up by Fickthorn.
Getting down the ice, getting an opportunity. Sioux City.
8:49 left to go here in the second period. We'll go to commercial. We'll be back. Don't go anywhere. Boy, oh boy.
Yeah. Can you come out and play?
Sure, Ellie. Oh my, you might want to come here and help Grandma.
What's the matter, Grandma? Can't you stand?
Oh, sorry, honey. It's my knees. They don't work the way they used to.
Does this ever happen to you? Are you on Medicare? You may qualify for a pain-relieving knee brace at little or no cost to you. Call the health hotline to see if you qualify. Our friendly agents are standing by 24/7 to help you. We also have braces for your shoulder, ankle, or back pain. And if you're covered by Medicare, you may qualify for free delivery.
Grandma, slow down. I can't keep up.
Maybe you can use a knee brace too, Ellie. Catch me if you can, kiddo.
Call now to get your pain-relieving knee brace.
Operators are standing by. Call 800-915-8941. That's 800-915-8941. Again, 800-915-8941. That's 800-915-8941.
Welcome back, everybody. Well, 8:49 left to go here in the second. Fargo up 3-0. How or why, I don't know. I still don't understand that BS, but what do I know? Shot just went wide of Thickthorn. My goodness. Bailey with it down low in the corner. Here's Anderson shot. Save made there by AJ White. Thank goodness. D'Alessandro with it back behind the net. D'Alessandro out. Anderson! Oh, over the net just barely. Now McCrate with this one out towards center. Picked up by Bailey. Bailey in a scramble for at center. Graham Jones takes this one. Here's Jones. Swallowed, though, by a few Musketeers guys, so forget that. Puck sent out towards center. Cherney with this one. Cherney plays it offside. Oh, don't look puzzled. Don't look puzzled, Stepan. It's okay. You're going to be okay. Trust me.
Thursday is game 3 at the Tyson Event Center.
And hopefully it won't be the last.
Posted us great there. Here comes Sioux City off the face-off. He'll have a cross left.
Face-off's one puck will roll off the boards and down ice. Jefferson front shot save made there by AJ White. There's a pass out in front. Just went wide. Now Tomko with this one. Taken there by Olenkamp at center. Olenkamp through the blue line. Gavin Carr with this one in the corner. Back behind the net. Christian Lyons takes this one. Lyons off the boards. And down ice. Picked up there by Tomko. Zaid Penner with this one. Now Jeffress out there in front. Luke Geary pass shot was stopped by White from Tomko. Boy, that's probably been Sioux City's best chance to score all game long. There's another shot stopped by AJ White.
White's looking good, boy. Played it well. Tomko.
Well, yeah, White's looking good because he's only had to face, well, now it's 17 shots, but.
All right. Sioux City looking to light the lamp the first time tonight.
Well, at least now we're getting pucks to the net, so we'll take that. Face-off will come to the right of AJ White.
To his right side.
Bryce Mattern and Aiden Dyer at the draw. Or no, it's Brooks Cohen.
Chop it out the center. Pulling on the other side. Then he takes it back. Here they come across.
Nepo baby alert. Here's Aiden Dyer. Pass across. Shot went wide from Booten. Mattern now taken away there by Dyer. Dyer spins it around the boards there for Luke Geary. On out to Shane Gould. In the corner. Pass out front. Deflected. Just went wide. Boy, just barely two. Keep it in. Well, they're trying their best, but Fargo's got control of the puck. Puck will roll down back behind the net, taken there by Mason Stenger. Stenger around the boards, tipped there by Shane Gould. Gavin Carr with this one. Carr into the corner. Gould sends it off the boards, tipped there by Luke Geary. Now here's Graham Jones with this one. Jones up the left side. Jones off the boards. Jones sent back down into the corner. Mason Stenger with this one. Now to Mason West. Picked up our Sonny Marchenko with that one. Tip there, Collins isn't. Where's the puck? Boy, that puck will bounce anywhere it wants to. I'll tell you that much. I can't confirm that. Here's Marchenko with this one in the circle. Marchenko pass out in front. Oh, what a stop by Thickthorn. I don't know why Fargo fans are cheering. It didn't go into the net. So shot went wide and the rebound covered up by Thickthorn. Although I will say other teams' fans, they're dumber than a bucket of rocks. I'll tell you that much. Boy, oh boy. And you can thank Judge Judy for giving me that quote. I love you, Judge Judy.
Find some positives, find some momentum right now. Fargo's had the answers so far. Last time the two teams played, Sioux City had all the answers in a 5-1 win.
Da-na-na-na, tell me what you do. Why you always in the mood? Not like a man new. Puck will roll down into the corner. Here's Owen Camp with this one. Owen Camp. 5:17 left to go here in the second period. Belladonna with this one. Out towards center there for Gavin Lindbergh. Here's Lindbergh. Tap down into the corner. McNamara with this one. Belladonna. There now Stepan Cherney. Cherney. Belladonna there for Cherney. Behind the net. Cherney, Belladonna shot got blocked there in front. Taken there by Tomko out towards center. Here's O'Leary. Feeds it on to Tomko. Nice pass across to Alessandro. Shot got blocked there in front. Uh-oh. Now here they come back the other way. 2-on-1. There's a shot went wide. Oh, shut up, Fargo fans. They're surprised that didn't go into the net. I'm not surprised. White plays it around the boards. There for Anderson. Anderson out in front. Vatney through the crease and wide. Now Mattern with it out towards center. Mattern picked up there by Saganin. Saganin there for Gavin Carr. Carr around the boards. Picked up there Anderson. Here's Vatney out towards the blue line. Now Tomko with this one. Tomko sends it off the boards back behind the net. Here's Anderson with this one. Anderson back for Christian Lyons. Takes the shot. Deflected up high and out of play.
Looks like Fargo wants fresh legs out there. Looks like with Cullen and Zimmerman. And then they go Cherney, Lindbergh. Sioux City has Max Anderson, Jeffress, Schultz.
Oh, that went off the goalpost, actually. That one shot. Holy smokes. I knew it took a funny bounce somewhere in there. Schultz will take the draw with who cares. Brooks Cullen now. Gould shot deflected wide. Picked up there by Max Anderson. Anderson back behind the net there for Ashton Schultz. Now Cullen battles for this one. In the corner, Lindbergh shoved up against the boards by Ashton Schultz, as he should. Cherney with this one in the corner. Tipped into the hands of Lindbergh. Here's Lindbergh out towards center. Sipniewski popped up into the air. Zach Zimmerman, rather, excuse me. Now taking there, Trey Jeffress. Here's Jeffress with this one out towards center ice. Sipniewski plays it in. Cherney off the boards. Taken down into the corner. Shane Gould is there. Gould around the boards. Anderson popped out towards the blue line. Here's Brooks Cullen with this one. Now for Schultz in the circle. Schultz sent off the boards towards center. Jeffress batted around. Anderson takes this one. Anderson in the circle. Here's Jeffress back behind the net. Cullen McCrate with this one. McCrate there for Sipniewski. Picked up there. Jeffress now with that. Jeffress, well, he's forced out towards center. I don't know why, but it's just ridiculous. I'll tell you that much. Puck sent off the boards. No icing. Because why would there be icing? Bailey in the neutral zone. D'Alessandro with this one. D'Alessandro, nice move. Swooped up and back the other way is Graham Jones. Jones shot up high. Off the corner now. Stenger with it in the corner. Stenger popped up into the air. Here's a shot. Went just wide. Rebound rolls back behind. Graham Jones takes this one. Jones in the corner. Jones towards the blue line. Now there for Marchenko. Picked up to Jones. Jones takes a shot. Got blocked into the corner. Now it's Cherney at the blue line. Cherney feeds it on to Graham Jones. Jones shot. And it loads. Perfect timing. There we go. Stopped by Fick Thorne. 1:50 left to go here in the second period. We're calling to a bit.
One goal, they'll have a few more. Here's Larv Darble Leary line.
Calling to a bridge. I don't care. I love it. I don't care. I love it.
You're looking at right now. It's with minute 50 left.
Let's say when you belong. I crashed my car into a bridge. It goes something like that, I think.
Fargo to keep. And they play it low.
Maybe that could be just me, but minute 33 left to go. Here's Christian Lyons with this one in the corner. Lyons off the boards towards center. Offsides. Golly.
Number 10. It's 3-0 Sioux City trailing the Fargo Force on the RP Constructor scoreboard. Okay, here.
Face off will come in front of the penalty box. Across from, that's probably the Fargo. No, it's from the Muskies bench. Although it wouldn't matter because we're not in Sioux City. So, I mean, hell. Luke Gary with this one back behind the net. He's struggling back there. Now he'll regain control off the boards towards center. McNamara taking back Luke Gary. There for Gavin. Shot! Stop by. Wide. Oh, here come the extras we've been looking for this whole game. And it's 4 guys from Fargo against 2 guys from Sioux City.
See if they just break them up or they call anything here.
I doubt they call anything, but
1:08.
what do I know? Quite a lot, that's for sure. I was going to say, I don't think they call anything for that.
Game.
Yeah, well, this game's gone pretty fast. I'll tell you that much because we're only about an hour and 20 minutes in, and we're almost at the end of the second. So usually about an hour and 35, 40 minutes in. That's when the second intermission would happen, but we're going pretty fast here. Saganin screwed up the draw. Also, we haven't had a whole lot of stoppages, so that helps that too as well. Tess will take the draw with Tomko. Face-offs, one puck will roll into the corner. How about we follow the puck? Thank you very much. Played out towards center. Here's Christian, or Derek Olson there, rather. Excuse me, Olson now taking. Here's Tomko up the left side, although that's kind of tough. He ran into a few Fargo defenders. Pass out in front. Just went wide. Now Botnay with it out towards center here for Saxton. Tess up the right side, 3-on-2. Tess a shot over the head of Thick Thorn. Now Saganin with this one. Saganin in a scramble for. Pass out in front. Tess picked up Daniil Booten towards center. Here's Botnay with this one. Botnay off the boards back behind the net. There, AJ White sends it around the boards, although it took a funny hop off the glass. Now it's Mattern out there for Saganin. Saganin in the circle. Back behind. That's Mason Stanger. Off the boards. Elias Vatne, although I guess he doesn't mind being called Elias, but whatever. Here's Stepan Cherney with this one. 5 seconds left to go here in this second period. Icing, might as well.
It's the play in period number 2. Sioux City trailing 3-0 on the RP.
3 seconds left. I wonder if they pull Thickthorn here.
And right now, if you're Sioux City, got to win this draw clean for a one-timer. If you're Fargo, muddy it up, pull it all in. It's going to be Cullen up again.
Yeah, I'd like to muddy up Fargo. I'll tell you that much.
The clock, but he doesn't want to lose it clean. Face off, trying to hack at it. There's a puck pops to the net.
Shot. Ooh, just went wide, and that's the end of 2 periods of play. And of course, it wouldn't be Fargo unless they wanted to start something with us. Pricks. We'll take a break. We'll be right back.
If you've ever worried about identity theft, it's time you got to know LifeLock.
I'm talking to you. Here to prove just how safe your identity can be with LifeLock. That's my real social security number.
Is he serious? You're nuts, man.
You believe that?
Leading the way in identity theft prevention, LifeLock helps keep your personal information safe, even in the wrong hands.
$1 million.
You're going to protect me for $1 million? So call now or go online. Guarantee your good name today. Someone steals my identity. He goes into an RV dealership to buy this $82,000 RV using my name, my credit. Well, he didn't know that I had signed up for LifeLock. I get a telephone call, he gets arrested, end of story.
We aim to stop identity theft before it happens.
Security, peace of mind, protection. That's what we all want. That's what LifeLock provides.
Free. We're here to make sure it doesn't.
LifeLock really does work. Call now or visit our website to guarantee your good name. You'll also see a huge reduction in junk mail and pre-approved credit offers.
Okay, no junk mail, sign me up.
Protect yourself, your family, and all you've worked for. Guarantee your good.
I signed up.
I'm locking it.
My good name is safe. With LifeLock on your side, you can stop looking over your shoulder because we've got your back. Call now or go online. Get peace of mind. LifeLock guarantees your good name. There's one person nobody can resist, and that's a baby. So love made baby soft, with the innocent scent of a cuddly, clean baby that grew up very sexy, forming bath, body lotion, body powder, and body mist. So innocent it may well be the sexiest fragrance around. Love's baby soft. Infinity is sexier than you think. For your baby.
I know a place that's peaceful and quiet, a place where animals play. It's called the forest, but every year we start forest fires. A careless match, a cigarette, and poof, fire. So the next time you're in the forest, be extra careful, okay?
You knew it was me. Would you have listened?
Like most actors, my real job is saving the world. Start with plain water, add bubbles, mix in the perfect flavor. Look, soda that's better for you and all of us. Less sugar, less bottles. If only I could make this message go viral.
You doing it, Scarlett. Yeah, you doing it. Changing the world. One sip at a time.
Sorry, Coke and Pepsi.
Oh, yeah, she done it. So extreme.
Like most actors, my real job is saving the world. Start with plain water, add bubbles, mix in the perfect flavor. Look, soda that's better for you and all of us. Less sugar, less bottles. If only I could make this message go viral.
You doing it, Scarlett. Yeah, you doing it. Changing the world. One sip at a time.
Sorry, Coke and Pepsi.
Oh, yeah, she done it. So extreme.
Airborne, created by a teacher who was sick of catching colds in class. At drugstores everywhere.
When your life's calling becomes your livelihood, agents who are realtors are here for you. Here with market expertise, we put to work for you. Here for it all because that's who we are.
Welcome back, everybody. It is the second period intermission report. Fargo with a 3-0 lead as we had. I'm not on that one. Piss me off for crying out loud. Oh, golly. Good golly, Miss Molly. Well, when we take a look at that period, the only goal scored that period was by Gavin Olenkamp at 9:55 for Fargo to take a 3-0 lead. Then the only penalty they called all game long happened at 3:17. Saxton Tuss went in 2 minutes for tripping. I'll take a look at some of the other scores from across the country. Starting off in the USHL, boy, it's a tied game at 0 going into overtime in Youngstown right now. Boy, and shots are 30-11 in favor of Madison too, or in favor of Youngstown as well. So quite incredible. And then right now tied up at 1, 6:54 left to go in the first. Muskegon is at Dubuque. NHL scores. 14:08 left to go in the first period. The Flyers are at the Penguins tied up at 0. Hurricanes beat the Senators 2-0, and then the Wild beat the Stars 6-1. MLB scores right now, bottom of the 8th inning. The Rays lead the Pirates 5-4. Top of the 5th inning, the Cardinals lead the Astros 4-1. Mariners lead the Rangers 1-0. Bottom of the 4th. End of the 4th, the Braves lead the Phillies 4-1 or 3-1 rather. Excuse me. Top of the 2nd inning, the Dodgers lead the Rockies 3-1. Also, top of the 2nd, the Blue Jays lead the Diamondbacks. Or no, they're tied up at 1 rather. Sorry. 9:38 Eastern Time. Padres at Angels. Yankees beat the Royals 13-4. Reds beat the Twins 5-4. Cubs beat the Mets 4-2. Giants beat the Nationals 7-6 in 12 innings. A's beat the White Sox in 11 innings, 7-6. Tigers beat the Red Sox 4-1. Brewers beat the Marlins 5-2, and then the Guardians beat the Orioles 4-2. UFL scores. The BC Defenders beat the St. Louis Battlehawks 28-22. Orlando Storm, perfect season continues. 16-0. They beat Birmingham. Let's see here. And then the Houston Gamblers beat the Louisville Kings 24-22. Sorry, flipped around in overtime. And then the Columbus Aviators beat the Dallas Renegades, 28-14. And yeah, that's it for scores from across the country. I'm gonna sneeze. Woo! Excuse me. There we go. I think I'm good. Anyway, coming up next week here on RVN. Monday night we'll have coverage of 2 hockey games, 2 games in the NHL. Let's see, which 2 are they going to be? We'll have Flyers at Penguins at 7 Eastern Time, and then Senators at Hurricanes at 7:30. So we'll have 2 going on at once. We'll be on the air for that at 7:08 Eastern Time Monday night. So yeah, Monday night hockey. Woo! There we go. And then depending on what happens, for sure Thursday night, Fargo versus Sioux City. I'm not sure what time we'll be on the air for that. We could be on the air at various times on Thursday night. Then, if necessary, game 4 will be Friday night. Both those games down in Sioux City for Fargo. And then let's see here. Saturday night we'll have Bandits action. Who are they taking on Saturday night? We'll have that, and I believe it's game 4 of Denver at Minnesota in the NBA first round. That'll be against Pueblo. So there's that. And then Sunday, I think, will be off. I want to say. Yeah, I think we'll be off Sunday. Unless, well, let's see what kind of NHL action going on Sunday. Ooh, Buffalo at Boston. Colorado at Los Angeles. Lightning at Canadiens. I don't know. I think here, if game 4 is not necessary Friday night, then we'll broadcast something on Sunday. There. We'll make that a deal. However, if game 4 is necessary in Fargo and Sioux City, then we'll just have Sunday off. I gotta have a day off, okay? Come on now. We all need a day off. Trust me. All righty, let's see what else we've got going on across. Oh my God! Somebody put Jake Paul's face on Con Knipple. Imagine that. Ooh, Muskegon just took the lead by a score of 2-1. So, oh, that could be interesting. I can definitely see that game going to 5. See that series going to 5 games. Which, I mean, I wouldn't doubt it. Anyway, we'll take a break. We'll be right back. Third period coming up right after this, and a word from your local RVN station. It's my IFB.
Hi, I just moved in next door. I was wondering, would I borrow a Diet Pepsi? Diet Pepsi? Sure. Great. Don't move. Yeah. Something else. No, that's okay. Listen, if you don't have a Diet Pepsi. No, I got it. Did I borrow a Diet Pepsi? I'll drink tonight. That must be my roommate, Danny. Hi, I'm Danielle. You got another Diet Pepsi?
Sure. I have great. Great.
Are you gonna be out of here?
In a while, I gotta get back.
And less time cleaning top dirt. Damn great. Clean the top stuff.
As Nintendo begins to take on new forms, it's important that we can measure how addictive they truly are.
Just on people. I felt so high. Oh, in love. Oh, oh, your love.
Is that a great new Pepsi can or what?
Introducing a whole new way to look at Pepsi and Diet Pepsi.
Just go.
It's beautiful.
It's always this commercial that causes problems. It gets golly. Why is it always this ad that causes all hell to break loose? Go. Go.
We got a call.
It's my husband. What happened? We were in the pro shop. He and Bob were discussing global warming, and
He's got his head up his ass.
Not the first time.
Are you all right in there?
And who's Bob?
My husband. Over there.
Next time your husbands don't have a clue, make sure they text KGB first. Always know what you're talking about. Text short questions to 542 542.
If you're wondering,
Is this really the best price on Kodak film?
we're Walmart, a 24 exposure roll of Kodak 135 print film is just $2.68 every day. And you'll always find low prices, real savings on the items you want. That's our promise and our commitment to you. That's why Walmart continues to roll back prices whenever we can. Maxell audio tape, a 2-pack was $4.47. Now it's rolled back to just $3.67 every day.
I'm going to Walmart.
Welcome back, everybody. Third period here coming up. Basically, right now, we're right back on time. Tomka wins the draw. We're off and underway. 3-0 Fargo with the lead. Sioux City, they gotta score quickly here if they want to have any shot at winning this game, which I think they still have a shot to win it. They just gotta score.
City. Here comes Deladonna coming across on the right wing. He'll fire one down.
Puck will off the boards, down ice.
Center. Deladonna now pop back and forth. There's Schultz off his stick. Here comes Eulenkamp coming across, looking for a play. Sioux City.
Here's Eulenkamp with this one down low, off the boards, back behind the net. Lions in the corner. Lions off the boards and down ice. There for Gavin Gary. Now Trey Jeffress, a shot save made by AJ White.
What's going on in front of
Oh,
the
I
net.
really got crushed.
That's what you need to do. Get the puck to the net. Get to the net. Get some kind of ricochet.
Well, getting pucks to the net, that's a start, but you got to get the puck in the back of the net. I don't know about you, but I feel good.
Here's Garb taking the draw for your Musketeers.
Face-off will come to the right of AJ White. Face-off's one puck will roll into the corner. McCrate feeds it back behind the net. And scramble before Gavin Gary is there. Now for O'Leary. Feeds it back behind the net. Gavin Gary now for Mason Stenger up the right side. Luke Gary. Now Mason West. Ooh, gets tripped up. Surprisingly, nothing called. And I'm surprised the Fargo fans didn't complain about that. Or maybe they got the message finally. Who knows? But here's McCrate with this one. McCrate into the corner towards the blue line. Here's a shot. Save made there by Fickthorn. Rebound rolls back behind the net there for Gavin Gary. Gary. Long toss up center. Mason West with this one. Ooh, nice cut off. Now Gavin Gary rolls it up the left side for Luke Gary. Tipped there, Kyle O'Leary. Down low, Saxton Tess with this one. Tess feeds it off the boards, back behind the net. Dyer, towards center. Dyer picked up Vatne. Nice moves. Vatne in the circle. Pass across. Cannot connect with Max Anderson. Anderson, down low, Aiden Dyer in a scramble for. Poked around. Here's Sagan in with it there at the blue line. Anderson feeds it back behind the net. Dyer in the corner. Now it's Saxton Tess out towards center. Up the left side, taken there by Derek Olson. Olson around the boards. Tipped by Votney. Sent towards the net. Shot was stopped there by Fickthorn. Here's Votney with this one. Down ice. Behind the net, Max Anderson takes this one. Now Marchenko in the corner. Marchenko, long toss down ice. Taken there, though, by Gavin Carr. Here's Carr over for Anderson. Anderson back behind the net there. AJ White handles this one. White at center there. Cohen McCrate taken out towards center. McCrate off the boards and offsides.
And Saxton Tess, they poked it forward, trying to enter the zone. It went into his sweater, and the players came across that. He crossed over with it, tucked in his sweater, offside by bringing it in that way as well. Here we go.
Face-off will come in front of the penalty box across from the Musketeers bench. Tomka wins the draw. Here's Gavin Carr with this one out towards center. Carr there for Christian Lyons. Tipped down into the corner. No icing called. Taken there by Cherney, though. Cherney spun around a guy. Now Dakota Bailey. There, Tomko. Poked it front. Booten! Couldn't get a shot off while he was tied up by Kosiba. And, of course, they're not going to call that because the ref is just both of them. Bunch of idiots. Of course, you're not shocked, though. At least I hope none of you are. Break the other way. There. Oh, nicely cut off there, Gavin Carr. See, now we're playing pretty darn good hockey. Well, we always do, but you know. Kosiba with this one. Now there for Marchenko. Colin McCrate with this one. Nice block there in front.
16 minutes to play.
4 minutes have gone here in this third period. Here's Marchenko with this one. Marchenko down into the corner. Christian Lyons now picked up. D'Alessandro here for Tomko. Picked up there by Dakota Bailey out towards center. Bailey off of Marchenko and out of play.
Them off the old noggin, and we'll get a face-off. I think they're going to take it in neutral zone. 50-46. Got to put down the lever. Might have to take some chances to find some offense right now. You can get that puck and get it moving. Get aggressive on their D. They want to get that D involved in their offense. Maybe you can get some odds the other way. Face-off. Fargo win the draw.
Face-off's one. Puck will roll off the boards down ice. I'll go just wide of Fickthorn, taken there by Stanger off the boards. There, Luke Gary. Now taken away, Olin Camp up the right side. Olin Camp. Oh, nice defense there by Stanger. Oh, God. Now they're going to call a penalty. Jesus.
They're going to call it hooking. I thought maybe they'd get him for holding, but it was really
and Stanger's going to the box. That's just ridiculous.
Lead.
Come on.
Tied up with a call it hooking.
But you know what? If the ref wants to be in, then go right ahead. We'll play that game.
And that's going to be West, Zimmerman, Jones, Cherney.
Wow. Face-off's one. Pucks sent all the way down ice. Oh, here's Tomko shorthanded. Tomko! Shot saved by White. Ooh, great shorthanded opportunity, though. Tomko. Now pass is picked off there by Colin Sisson. That would have worked.
Came away big time. Blue City. Nicely done. Pressure. Turn them over. Now Fargo. And take it away again. Lifted down the ice by D'Alessandro. Nice job by the Musketeers. They'll switch up. Here's Carr.
Holy smokes. That was freaking close. Scare me to death. Jeez Louise.
Sioux City takes it away again, and they lob it out to center ice. You can see looking a little more timid out there for Fargo on their power play because of that breakaway. That does.
Well, yeah. Here's Zach Zimmerman with this one. Zimmerman down into the corner. Zimmerman into the circle. On back there for Lindbergh. Lindbergh On over across. There's Mason West taking this one west in front. Out towards the blue line. Here's Lindbergh with this one. Lindbergh now for Zach Zimmerman. Back for Garrett Lindbergh. Now to Jones. Jones on over to Zach Zimmerman. Zimmerman on back west. A shot, he scores. Power play goal, and that's Graham Jones.
A huge goal for Fargo. Time of the goal, 6 minutes and 3 seconds. And Graham Jones tracks it down.
Well, for Jones, that'll be his 27th goal on the year.
That's the same unit. I think they just switched Kearney in Lindbergh that last time. So 4-0 is tough. Gotta find some momentum. If you can't come back in this one, big deal. It's only one game, but gotta find something to propel you to game number 2 if you can't come back in this one. They still can, but
here's Vatne off the ball. Well, and we've seen crazy comebacks against a lot better teams, so let's not kid ourselves here.
set up.
Here's Gavin Gary. Shot went wide. Picked up there. Daniel D'Alessandro with it. Back behind the net. Stanger off the boards towards center. Saxton Tess with this one. Tess pass across. Off the referee into the corner. Get out of the way, ref. Vatne clears it down ice. Cherney with this one. Cherney sends it off the boards. There's Gould with this one. Gould down low into the corner. 7 minutes have gone here in this third. Of course, they'll call freaking icing. See, I think, no, we're not going to go to break. Okay.
Win number 3. No, there's nothing on the board for your Musketeers. All right. For the series, you go, would you take a split on the road? And of course, say yes, because you get home ice advantage by doing that.
Off the glass out towards center, Lenny Geiger. Well, we might need the split. Here's AJ White with this one. Takes a shot up block there in front. Oh, and the Fargo guy's down. Stay down. Eric Olson with this one. Olson popped there in front. Here's Lindbergh. Now taken there by Cherney off the boards towards center. Olenkamp. There for Aiden Dyer. Dyer out there in front for Gould. Tipped in front. Dyer. Goal! Aiden Dyer gets Sioux City on the board first. Their first goal of round number 2.
Gould will get an assist on it.
Shane Gould with the assist on that one. Hey, we'll take goals from anybody. For Aiden Dyer, let's see. That'll be, I think, only a 7th because he didn't get anything during the postseason. So, at least so far. Nope. Oh, I really don't care. I do like Cher Lloyd, but not. Oh, Schultz shot was stopped. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. We need a break.
There are 2 sides to GoDaddy. There's the sexy side represented by Bar Raffaelli, and the smart side that creates a killer website for your small business represented by Walter. Together, they're perfect. Get your domain and website at GoDaddy.com.
I'm so excited. I'm going to get creamed. Closer each day, the more you need creamy, soothing, medicated, not FEMA. You've got a great pair of hands.
Welcome back, everybody. Well, Sioux City got it down to a 3-goal lead again, so let's see if they can come back here. Here's Shane Gould with this one. All you need is to score one, and you can have a lot of momentum coming your way. Shane Gould with this one. Gould out towards center. Jeffress sends it back behind the net. Lindbergh in the corner. Picked up Colin Sisson with this one out towards center ice. Sisson. He's a sissy, I know that, but centering pass out in front. Shot save made there by Vic Thorne.
The bullets. Here is Schultz.
Schultz with this one. Schultz feeds it on over to Jeffress. Jeffress shot. Ooh, AJ White out of position. Oh, that was so close. Here's Jeffress. He might get a chance here in front. Shot got blocked.
Another good opportunity for Sioux City.
Alessandro off the board. Seguin with this one. Seguin. 9 minutes into this third. Off the boards. Pass out towards the blue line. Here's Anderson picked up there. Ooh, Stanger got tripped up. Nothing called. Cherney shot got blocked. Anderson with this one. Anderson out towards center. Anderson missed by Booten, and they waved off the icing. Go figure. Anderson off the boards. There's Stanger. Stanger.
Ever since they got that goal by Dyer.
Here's Lindbergh. Well, gotta get the puck here off the boards, taking their Gavin Carr. That helps. I mean, geez Louise. McNamara. Pass out on a cross. Slid and fell. Now Olenkamp at this one. Out in front. Shot save made there by Vic Thorne. Carr picked up there. Booten off the boards. Can't clear it. Here's McCrate with this one. McCrate is shot. Went wide. Now Marchenko feeds it on over across. Cullen with this one. Cullen back behind the net. There's Sisson. Tip McCrate. And that'll roll down ice. Here's Olenkamp though with it. Olenkamp pass out front. Shot save by Vic Thorne. We'll take a break. We'll be right back in a minute. Don't go anywhere.
Ew, what's up? None, B. Just watching the game, having a bud. What's up with you? None. Watching the game, having a bud. True. True. What's up? Yo, what's that? Yo, pick up the phone. Hello? What's that? Yo, where's Dookie? Yo, Dookie. Yo. What? What's that? Hold on. Hello? So what's up, B? Watching the game, having a bud. True. True. She's a little bit. She's a bit. But ready to this all.
Welcome back, everybody. We'll get right back straight into this one. 9:37 left to go here. Face-offs, one puck will roll down into the corner. Mattern with this one picked up by Graham Jones. Here's Sipniewski with this one out to the point for Lindbergh. Lindbergh shot. Save made. Vic Thorne rebound. Loose in the crease. And covered up by Vic Thorne. Uh-oh. Extras. Yeah, because West is an idiot. That's why. Oh yeah, Jefferson. Now Gavin Gary joins the party and his helmet gets knocked off. Well, as long as it's coincidental, I'm okay with that. But good, as he should have.
Down low.
Oh, stop, Curtis. Stop trying to glaze Fargo's guys.
Here's West coming in, and he'll kind of put his stick on the play. Fans don't like it. It's the right call.
Oh, stop. But those fans need to shut up.
Olsen said no way, and then the Musketeers have problems. And so West in the box for Fargo. It'll be Garv in the box for Sioux City. Time of the penalties 10:43. 10:43. Referee now talking with rep on both sides. Luke Gary for Sioux City and Garrett Lindbergh.
Well, yeah, because Garv's in the box, for crying out loud. I mean, oh, stop complaining, Fargo fans. Biggest group of whiners of all time. Somebody got a double minor.
Announcement on the penalty or penalties. You know, there was some roughing involved.
Somebody got a double minor because the referee went like that.
Sure, if they're giving a yeah, they're going to give a double minor. It looks like on Sioux City.
Oh, and now they cheer because now Geiger just went into the box.
The other 2 minutes. So I think he got a slashing and a roughing.
Oh,
time of penalties.
We'll figure it all. Well, let's get it sorted out now while we're at it. That might have just killed any momentum Sioux City had.
Fargo 1 for 1 on the power play. West's going to get waved on the main.
Yeah, Gary got a double minor for roughing. Golly. If you act a fool, then you deserve to get punked. Like,
out to the blue line, left side.
Why? Can't stand up for your own teammate anymore, people. You really can't. No, because that's so illegal. You can go to jail for the rest of your life. You might even get the death penalty. I mean, gotta be careful. That one's cleared out of play, I guess. Whatever.
Not sure where it left the surface. They're saying it went over the glass.
Oh, great. The referees don't even know how it went out of play. Shocker.
Number 3, so say trailing by 3, and now trailing.
They really are stupid. I'll tell you that much. Oh, and some guy from Fargo got tripped up. Nothing called there, nor should there have been. Christ's sake.
So they got the clear. There comes the 4 skating.
Here's Cherney with this one. Cherney sends it on over across. There, Colin Sisson in the corner. Lions around the boards. Off of him, Luke Gary out towards center. Picked up there by Cherney. Cherney back behind the net.
2 goals and 2 assists.
Cherney picked up there by Owen Camp. Now Luke Gary with this one. Spun around Zach Zimmerman, rather. Excuse me. Zimmerman there for Kosiba. Off the boards there for Lindbergh. 36 seconds left to go on the power play. Graham Jones back out to Lindbergh. Lindbergh feeds it on over to Jones. Jones into the circle. Kosiba there for Graham Jones. Back Garrett Lindbergh. Over to Graham Jones. Back to Garrett Lindbergh. Here's Lindbergh. Feeds it on over Zach Zimmerman. Zimmerman on back to Lindbergh. Oh, my goodness. Shoot the puck, Fargo. Good Lord. Kosiba. Pass out in front. Shot stop there by Fickthorn. See, there you go. And that'll do it for the power play. It's cleared down ice.
Is killed by the Musketeers. And let's see if they.
Yeah, it was. Now here's Cullen with this one. Cullen back behind the net.
Number 3 with Sioux City.
Pass out in front. Tess couldn't get to that one. Now here's Geiger up the right side. Geiger now picked up. Kosiba with this one. Here's Saxton Tess. Tess feeds it on back. That one sent off the boards back behind the net, and icing is called.
6:49 left in the period. Number 3. Sioux City trailing 4-1 on the RP Constructive scoreboard. Top go Dyer.
Okay. LBLLK.
And Wilson are the 5 up against Poland's line. Might be shaken up because of the power play here. Poland's played a couple different lines. Good centerman. Marco tries to.
LLLK.
Dyer in the right.
Well, we'll see if it is going to be okay here. Here's Gould with this one. Gould takes a shot. Save White. Rebound McCrate drags it aside. Here's Gould. Takes a shot, got blocked there in front, and it's cleared down ice. Derek Olson with it behind the net. Derek feeds it back behind to Shane Gould. Here's Gould with this one. Gould. Long toss across. Booten. On over. Booten in the corner. Off the skate. Towards center, Marchenko. Taken there by Dyer. Here's Dyer. Off the boards, back behind the net. Taken there, Arseny Marchenko. McNamara off the boards. That one will be tipped down into the corner. Here's Stanger with this one back behind. Stanger off the boards through the stick of Bailey. Tipped there by Tomko. Up the right side. O'Leary chasing after it with Saxton Tess. 5:38 left to go here in this third period. Fargo up by a score of 4-1 here. Off the top of the glass. Here's Stanger with this one there for Anderson. Picked up Dakota Bailey in the corner. Here's Bailey. Towards center. Where is it? Well, if the camera would just follow along with the puck, this wouldn't be such an issue. D'Alessandro with this one. Whacks it out of play. Naturally, he does.
Off the play. The puck out of the zone. Face off coming. Gar back out of the penalty box. And a face off. 5:09 left in regulation. Sioux City trailing 4-1 on the RP Constructive scoreboard. Tomorrow's game 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock.
So face-off will come at center. Schultz will take the draw with Deladonna. Face-off's one. Here's Sisson with this one. Sisson feeds it on over Marchenko. Now Kosiba up the right side. Luke Gary gets pushed aside by McCrate. Of course they are. Sisson with this one. Sisson.
They come across.
Luke Gary sends it on over. Gavin Carr with this one towards center. Christian Lyons off the stick of him. Lyons down low into the corner. Puck will be sent all the way down ice. Jones feeds it on over. Mishandled there. Taken back. Christian Lyons off the boards. Kept in though. Deladonna with this one. Deladonna. Here's Astrid Schultz. Picked up Christian Lyons with this one in the circle. Lyons. 4.5 left to go here in this third. Gould sent off the boards. Taken away. McNamara. Pass across it. Front shot. What a stop by Victor. Oh, wide open net. His stick went flying. Holy. Puck will be out towards center. Luke Gary. Cherney. Boy, yeah. Nice effort, but Jeffress takes this one. Jeffress. Tipped there by Shane Gould. Now Olenkamp with this one. Olenkamp off the boards. Here's Booten taking this one. Booten. Now Lindbergh with this one. Lindbergh. Off the boards, down ice, back behind the net. And that'll be icing. With 3:44 left to go in this third.
Zone pressure to propel for tomorrow. Swung across, tried everything, and hit the pipe.
So Muskies will take a time out.
or pull back for an extra attack.
I think you do it now if you do it, but that's just me.
You're in the loss call. So end of game score is absolutely nothing. Yep, Jack is getting on the bench.
Well, this will make things interesting.
All the pressure on Fargo. They could cut it to 4-2. Things get a little hairy.
Yeah, that would be something, that's for sure. Cut it, just do it 4-2, 4-3, 4-4, keep doing it.
Gotta get possession, gotta find the net.
Let's see if they can do it. We will rock you. We will rock you.
Here is Garv, Schultz, Tomko, Garv, along with Olsen and Gould. Here we go.
3:44 left to go here in this third. Schultz will take the draw with Mason West. We'll rock you. Face off on John. Oh, just went wide. Derek Olsen with this one. Oh, pushed down Luke Gary. That wasn't cool. Schultz. Down low, Gavin Gary. Off the boards, whacked in Shane Gould with this one. Gould there for Schultz with it. Back behind the net there. O'Leary now takes this one. Here's Schultz. Scrambles one. Schultz out in front. Gavin Gary can't whack. Luke Gary went wide of AJ White. Here's Schultz with this one. Schultz. Down low, Gould. Forced out towards center. That one picked up there by Derek Olsen, so nothing there. Although the Fargo fans look pissed that they didn't get that empty. You got 3 minutes left to go now here. This is where things get interesting. Olsen dumps it back behind the net. Don't need that, but into the corner. Olenkamp is there, sends it. Gould got to stick up high. Oh, they're going to call a penalty on it. Oh my goodness. So Sioux City's going to have a power play. Let Fargo touch it. So you can, there you go. Have as much time as you need. Boy, with 2:33 left to go, Sioux City's going to go on the power play. So this will be a 6-on-4. Oh, if that's a double minor, Muskies will have the power play for at least the rest of the game. Mason West, well, go figure.
Attacking for the Musketeers. Are they going to take a timeout?
I don't think they do.
Anderson, Tomko, Botman, Stenger, Dallas.
So they'll just do the 2. That's okay. Cut the lead in half here. Basically got to score a goal a minute here. During the 2 minute, the 1 minute, and with less than a minute. Less than 3, less than 2, less than 1, like that. So.
Moving forward, like they want to push it down.
Well, no, Oh my goodness. Here's Tomko at the blue line with this one. Tomko in the circle. Tomko on back to Stenger. Stenger feeds it on D'Alessandro. D'Alessandro feeds it on over to Stenger. Stenger down low, Tomko. Here's Tomko in the corner. Tomko at the blue line. Take a shot, please. Stenger, pass in front. Just skittered a little wide. Now it's Lindbergh. Feeds it around. Can't clear it out, though. Stenger topped out in front. Shot towards an empty net. It's wide. No icing since it's the power play. So that's not good, but Tomko up the left side. Tomko feeds it on Jeffress, gets tripped up. Oh, Cullen takes it, throws it down and wide. Boy, they suck at it, firing at empty nets, I swear. Gould towards center. Gould feeds it on back. Derek Olsen with this one. Olsen gets the puck taken away from him, and Luke Gary gets tripped up. They're not going to call it. Naturally, 1:23 left, 50 seconds left to go on the power play. Luke Gary's tied up. Course. Attempt to kill the clock. You idiots. Here's Shane Gould with this one. Gould takes a shot, went wide. Now Luke Gary bats it in. Here's Schultz with this one. Schultz out in front. Oh, through the stick of Luke Gary, and that goes down ice. Oh, come on. They can do this. It's a slim chance, but, it's possible here. 48 seconds left to go. Taking their Cullen McCrate. Behind the net, Luke Gary out there in front. Batted down, Kyle O'Leary. Here's O'Leary. Shot. Save made. Can't get the rebound. D'Alessandro can't even handle it. And it's out towards center, and Fargo's back at full strength. Giving away. Mason West went wide. That's 3 empty netters they missed. Now it's Gavin Gary up the left side. Call that offsides, please. Boy, they're terrible. Target practice, that's for sure.
There right now, if you want.
No.
Right now, I think they elect not to.
No, I wouldn't put them out there, right? At least not right now. 20 seconds left.
Look for the split on the road. And then
Shut up, Curtis. Oh, and they win it and immediately throw it wide with 4 seconds. That's the 4th time that's happened, and it takes off 4 seconds off the clock.
Face off all the way down, looking for a positive.
Well, if you can get a goal every 5 seconds here, I mean, it's definitely possible.
And off to face off to the left side of AJ.
Face off's one. Puck will roll down into the corner, clears it around the boards. Tomko keeps it. 8 seconds left to go here in this one. Tomko up the left side, trying to spin around a guy, loses control of it, thrown towards the empty net. And it went wide, but the buzzer sounds anyway, and that's going to do it.
One of the best of 5 series. Let's take a break.
Lovely, just lovely.
Recovery drink up.
So they're down in the series 1-0 in this best of 5. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
She's a little She's a but pretty not this whole. It makes you wondering when people thought you can hear that gavel ring.
Court is now in session at a new time, weekdays at 3 on Fox 29.
Start September 12th.
The world goes round and round, but some things never change.
Easy boy. Oh, hey, check this out. Come on. You want it to be. I know. I want it to be.
Hey, don't hurt my dog's blood. Don't look at it.
Money with gold at all-time highs. Now's the time to send your unwanted gold for cash, like these gold cufflinks.
I can get cash for this gold medallion of me wearing a gold medallion.
This gold microphone, my gold records, my gold golf club,
My gold sledgehammer, baby.
boom,
Dad.
my gold giraffe,
My gold pen.
my gold hip replacement.
We melting gold, baby.
Cash, the number 4, gold.com.
Goodbye, old friend.
Yes. Oh.
Dude, you got my pen on your jersey.
To the miracle stand on the shirt. There's been a lot of talk about a miracle stand.
And then I was holding my shit like this, and it dropped.
Is that real?
Yeah, it's real.
See, the miracle Montana stain is sweeping the nation.
The world is flocking to get a glimpse at what some 49ers fans are hoping could be a Super Bowl miracle. I saw the stand.
Right here, $20.
Here we go. Stain on a stick. Montana. Where's my 49ers jersey?
Oh, I washed it.
You washed it?
Had a stain on it.
Go Ravens.
No, where'd you go?
Hey, man, how's it going?
What's going on? What are you doing here?
Samsung wants me to be in their new, their big commercial. Next big thing, yeah.
They called me in for the next big thing.
Maybe in 1998, you were the next big
Wow, I've never seen you this excited about something that isn't food.
You are not the next big
They
thing.
make people physically uncomfortable.
Look, man, they gave me a phone.
I got one too.
Where'd you get that?
They gave it to me because I'm the next big thing.
No, this makes no sense, man.
Are you sure that maybe you're not here to see a guy named Samsung?
I don't think
That
I
would
am.
make more sense. You know what? Let's find a favorable review to one of your movies. No results found.
You know what's great about this is when you take a picture, you can draw on it, and I can actually retouch it, and I can make you look like you're still in your 40s.
Why don't you take that S Pen and shove it?
All right, you're here.
Hi.
So you got the memo. You're working together.
Together.
I got the big room. Come fill it with ideas.
Samsung, the next big thing. You too. Celebrity endorsements, very big, very big. You guys know anybody? Pitch me something. People love commercials with talking babies.
Yeah, those
Talking
creepy-
babies.
So we just use Seth in a diaper.
I don't wear a diaper.
You would wear a diaper for Samsung, though, right?
I would wear a diaper for Samsung.
What else you got? Crowdsourcing. Huh? I love it.
Put out on the internet that you want people to send you ideas, then you don't have to think of an idea.
That might be good for this spot.
Bigger.
Space. We can send them into the galaxy with the galaxy, but we don't train them. We just send them up there and we see what happens.
Go become an Asian rapper.
I don't think we can do that. We're not Asian. I'm an Asian rapper. And then guess what?
I have LeBron James.
Hi, Bron. You win on Samsung?
Yeah, tell them. Maybe I'll do a cameo on a tablet or something.
Okay, so we went. Okay, so now we went way over time because I got really distracted on the commercial. So because that was almost a 6-minute commercial break. Well, Fargo beating Sioux City by a score of 4-1. I guess. Yeah, let's do the post game show. Because what else are we supposed to do? Like, come on. Okay. Let's take a recap here of that third period now. Well, it started out 4 minutes and 30 seconds in when Mason Stanger went in 2 minutes for hooking. And then at the 6:03 mark, let's see, Graham Jones scored from Garrett Lindbergh and Zach Zimmerman. That made it a 4-0 game. And at 7:36, City made it quite interesting. Aiden Dyer scored from Shane Gould and Lenny Geiger. Then at 10:43, Mason West went in 2 minutes for slashing, and then Gavin Gary went in 4-minute double minor for roughing. I still can't believe that happened. And then at 17:27, a high sticking to Mason West. But Sioux City, they just couldn't convert on that power play. Shots that period, Sioux City 11 for a total of 31, and Fargo a total of, well, that third period 10 for a total of 46. So, yeah, not good at all. For shizzle. Faux shizzle. Oh gosh. You gotta admit I'm funny, okay? Come on. All righty. Well, let's see here. We already did that. Let's take a look at some scores from across the country. Madison beating Youngstown in overtime 1-0 to take a 2-0 series lead. That's going to be an interesting one. So now Madison will have a chance to close it out at home next Friday night. So imagine that. Then of course our game right now, Muskegon with a 3-1 lead with 4:32 left to go in the second period. Looks like they'll tie the series up there. Let's see. And then NHL score getting choked up. NHL scores 13:48 left to go here in the second period. Flyers are at the Penguins tied up at 0. And then the Hurricanes beat the Senators 2-0. Wild beat the Stars 6-1. MLB scores right now tied up at 6 in the bottom of the 11th inning. The Rays are at the Pirates. And then let's see here, middle of the 8th, the Cardinals lead the Astros 7-1. Top of the 8th, the Braves lead the Phillies 3-1. Top of the 7th, the Mariners lead the Rangers 4-1. Top of the 6th, the Diamondbacks lead the Blue Jays 2-1. Bottom of the 5th, the Dodgers lead the Rockies 3-2. Right now, just warming up San Diego at LA. That game is starting in about 8 minutes. The Angels, I should say, 7 minutes. Yankees beat the Royals 13-4. Reds beat the Twins 5-4. Cubs beat the Mets 4-2. Giants beat the Nationals 7-6 in 12 innings. A's beat the White Sox 7-6 in 11. Tigers beat the Red Sox 4-1. Brewers beat the Marlins 5-2. And then the Guardians beat the Orioles by a score of 4-2. Excuse me. Let's see here. Sorry, hang on a second. Oh, these. Okay, sorry about that. We do though have a. Well, maybe we don't. Good job. Okay, right now I could say this at the half, the Bandits right now lead the Liberty 23-16. So there's that. We might get to hear a little bit of that game here shortly, but Defenders beat the Battlehawks 28-22 in UFL action. Storm beat the Stallions 16-0. Kings beat the Gamblers 24-22 in overtime. And then the Aviators beat the Renegades 28-14. Let's see, what do we got for commercials? Because we need 10-15. So let's see, we got 15 left here. Yeah. We'll take a break. We'll be right back right after this. Don't go anywhere.
Use it, man. That's incredible. You guys trying to use it. You don't need anybody else. That's right. You don't. You don't. Don't need anyone else.
I've got it.
I'm having breakfast with LeBron's kids.
Dude, why would you be with LeBron's kids? They're friends.
Introducing the new Subaru Impreza horizontally opposed engine. This configuration helps with the lower center of gravity for exceptional cornering, the technology we share with the Porsche 911 and not for guns.
When you need a partner committed to your vision, agents or realtors are here for it. Here with market expertise that makes a difference. Here for it all. Because that's who we are.
It's like milk made for humans. It's like milk made for humans. Wow, wow, no cow. No, no, no. Wow, wow, no cow. No, no, no. Wow, wow.
Well, the result. This is waiting to report on. Analysts. This was a challenging fiscal year for the company. Due to unpredictable weather, earnings are down. Welcome, analysts. Because everyone knows you can't predict the weather. Nothing you can do about it.
Welcome back, everybody. Now we're gonna do our game and song of the night. We got to figure out something for that because I have no clue what we're gonna do. Nor do I know what game we're gonna be playing tonight. Because normally I would have this all prepared during the commercial break, but yeah, we'll have to do it like this. Because okay, we've got our song of the night, so. Like how I'm getting ads back on my computer now, even though I've got an ad blocker. It's like, come on. I mean, that does not make any bit of sense to me, but you know, I know a lot of things, people. Okay, I know a lot, so. Loading the workbook, lovely. Yeah, we'll load this ass. Please wait. We're still loading the workbook. Like, shut the heck up. See, we've got some basketball on. I know that. We'd probably be calling this game right now, but. Oh, shoot. That's the other thing we forgot to do. NBA scores. Might as well do it while we're at it. So let's see here. Right now, the Lakers lead the Rockets 46-38 with 4:35 left to go in the second quarter. Cavaliers beat the Raptors earlier today, 126-113. Nuggets beat the Timberwolves 116-105, and then the Knicks beat the Hawks 113-102. So that's that. Okay. I think we've played that one. I feel like we're us playing that too. Okay, so there we go. Our song of the night is by Ella Langley, and it's "Be Her."
She drinks wine by the glass, not by the bottle. She ain't stuck on the past, ain't worried about tomorrow. She's a lover, a mother, a sister and wife. She rolls over in the morning to the love of her life. Only smokes on vacation, says just what she got. She don't need validation, but of anything. I just wanna be her so bad, it hurts so bad, it hurts so. I just wanna be her. I just wanna be hurt. I just wanna be hurt so bad it hurts so bad it hurts so. I just wanna be hurt. I just wanna be hurt so bad. I, it hurts so bad. Who knows being rich is just a state of mind. She stays talking to Jesus, calls her mama all the time. She don't offer him embellish if she says it. It's true. I don't mean to sound jealous, but what could I do? 'Cause I just wanna be hurt so bad, it hurts so bad, it hurts so. I just wanna be hurt. I just wanna be hurt. I just wanna be hurt so bad, it hurts so bad, it hurts so. I just wanna be hurt. I just wanna be hurt. Don't stop getting me so. Walk, just take everything I have. I just wanna be hurt. I just wanna be hurt so bad. It hurts so bad. I just wanna be hurt so bad, it hurts so bad, it hurts so. I just wanna be hurt. I just wanna be hurt. I just wanna be hurt so bad, it hurts so bad, it hurts so. I just wanna be hurt. I just wanna be hurt. Don't stop giving me some. Ready to walk, walk, hurt him, take on it. Everything I have. I just wanna be right. I just wanna be her so bad. So bad. I just wanna be right. I just wanna be her so bad. Yeah, it hurts so.
Woo, with Be Her. That was Ella Langley. All righty. So we have got now our game of the night, and we are here with Libby. Welcome to the show, Libby.
Thanks. So glad to be here tonight.
Are you ready to potentially win up to $1 million?
Yes.
Okay, so here's how this is going to work. We are going to be playing the money cards. Yeah, right?
Yes.
All right, so here's how this is going to work. We're going to start you out with $1,000, and you're gonna bet your way across the first row. Once you get to the second row, we'll give you another $1,000 worth of betting money and 3 more cards. Minimum bets are worth $50 till you get up to the big bet where you must bet at least half your money. Now, if you can double all the way up, that is $144,000. But if all you need to do is to get up to 100,000, because if you do, you'll have a chance to go for $1 million. So are you ready to go?
Yes.
All righty. First card is an ace. That's a very good card.
All of it lower.
All of it lower than an ace. Let's see. Yes, it's a 6. Now you've got a change card. You can do 1 per level. Do you want to change that 6?
Yes.
Okay, we'll change it from a 1 to a king. Another good card.
All of it lower.
Come on, all of it lower than a king. You got it with the 4. Okay, you've got $4,000.
3,500 higher.
$3,500 higher than a 4. Yes, it's a 5. Whoa. You are still well on track to go for that million here. You got to bet at least 4 grand, though, if you want to keep it playing. But you've got a 5.
Let's go 6,000 higher.
$6,000 higher than a 5. Oh, are you serious? It's a 2. Well, that's okay. You're down to 2,500, but you could still win a lot of money. Millions off the table, but you could still win quite a lump sum. What do you want to do?
All of it higher than a 2.
All of it higher than a 2. Come on. Yes, it's a 5. Okay. Remember, you could still change the card if you want.
Oh, let's change it. What the heck?
Okay. From a 5 to a queen. There you go. A better card.
We'll go 600, sorry, 4,000 lower.
Yes, you're right with a 7. Okay. You're up to $9,000. And you've got a 7. You can change the card if you want.
Yeah, I'm going to change it.
Okay, from a 9 to, or from a 7, excuse me, to a 3. That's a very good card. Now you have to bet at least half your money. So you got to bet $3,000 or $4,500. God, my math is so horrible. $4,500. So what do you want to do?
Oh, gosh, I think I'm going to go 8,500 higher.
Okay, $8,500 higher than a 3. You got it with the queen. All righty, $17,500. Now you're going to have a chance to double your money. So we have 2 new cards for you. The first card is a 7. Okay, so if you want to, you can go double or nothing and bet whether the next card after that 7 is going to be higher or lower. You must go double or nothing. All or broke, however you want to say it. Now you can change the card if you want to. You can change that 7 if you want. But whatever you do after that, if you go for it and you change the card, you have to play it. So it is a bit of a gamble, but what do you want to do?
Oh, goodness me. I'm going to go for it.
Okay. $17,500 on the line, and you got a 7. Do you want to keep that card or do you want to change it?
I'm going to change it.
All righty, here from a 7 to a 3.
All of it higher. Come on.
Well, you have to go all of it higher, is it? Yes! $35,000. Congratulations, Libby.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, sorry for all that bad luck. Had that 2 not showed up, that would have been worth $1 million for you right there. But you know what? Those things happen sometimes. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you very much.
Okay, you can head off the stage. All righty. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll have more of our post-game show. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere.
I got a question for you. What does this city know about luxury? Huh? What does a town that's been to hell and back know about the finer things in life? Well, I'll tell you, more than most. You see, it's the hottest fires that make the hardest steel. Add hard work and conviction, and the know-how that runs generations deep in every last one of us. That's who we are. That's our story. No, it's probably not the one you've been reading in papers. One being written by folks who've never even been here, don't know what we're capable of. Because when it comes to luxury, it's as much about where it's from as who it's for. Now, we're from America, but this isn't New York City, or the Windy City, or Sin City, and we're certainly no one's Emerald City.
This is the Motor City. And this is what we do.
Come on.
Introducing the new Subaru Impreza 4-channel anti-lock brakes. That's one channel for each wheel and one more channel than Honda Civic.
Oh, Egg McMuffin, good call, babe. And you're definitely not my boyfriend. Oh,
It's easy to get lost in breakfast at McDonald's.
Mr. Vogel, no denying your body's changed over the years.
Yes.
Sir, this committee must know, did you ingest anything that helped create this change in your physique?
Yes. Usually a 6-inch turkey breast sub for lunch and a foot-long red delight for dinner.
You get those over the counter?
Yes, at a Subway restaurant.
Yeah. We're gonna need more evidence.
Am I free to go?
I have type 2 diabetes, but I manage it well. It's a little pill with a big story to tell. I take one stage audience. This is ABC.
Jardiance works 24/7 in your body to flush out some sugar. And for adults with type 2 diabetes and known heart disease, Jardiance can lower the risk of cardiovascular death too. Jardiance may cause serious side effects, including ketoacidosis that may be fatal, dehydration that can lead to sudden worsening of kidney function, and genital yeast or urinary tract infections. A rare life-threatening bacterial infection in the skin of the perineum could occur. Stop taking Jardiance and call your doctor right away if you have symptoms of this infection, ketoacidosis, or an allergic reaction. And don't take it if you're on dialysis. Taking Jardiance with a sulfonylurea or insulin may cause low blood sugar.
Swallow the little pill with the big story.
Welcome back, everybody. Well, we're going to take a look at social media's reaction to the game here this evening. Yeah, safe to say, obviously, it gets crazy. So we'll just say this, and we'll just start out with this first comment that says, coming from a Force fan, why do you think SC started Fickthorn tonight? Didn't Shay get you guys here? And then one of our Sioux City guys, in fact, he's the guy that beats the drum in the arena. So you hear him, you know him every game, but we'll give him a name, Tim Barrett. They've split time pretty evenly. They split the series versus Tri-City. I'm guessing they'll ride Shay tomorrow and into the home games, depending on how tomorrow goes. I don't think he could have explained that any better. I gotta be honest. Obviously, he's a clueless Fargo fan, so I mean that's just the way he is. Away fans are definitely clueless, because they think they know more about your team than you know about it. And that right there just pisses me off. Obviously. Duh. But hey, the world is full of stupid people. So I mean, I'm just saying. Alrighty, now I don't know why, but for some reason they keep hiding the Sioux City Facebook page from me. I don't know why, but let's see. Is there any kind of stupid comments from the Fargo side of things? Okay, so there's this guy, and I'm assuming he's from Sioux City or somewhere in Iowa. I don't know why, or else he wouldn't be commenting as frequently on Sioux City's posts. Basically, putting negative thoughts out there for no reason except for to hear his own voice talk. Keyboard warrior, as we call him. And he says, surprise, surprise, goalies cat chat a cold. What in the world does that? I had a literal stroke reading that. What the? I don't even know what he's trying to say, but he predicted that Tri-City would sweep us 2-0, and look what happened. He disappeared after that. But then when we lose tonight, of course, he's got to come back and be chatty Cathy. Oh, that just, it's interesting. Yeah, the keyboard warriors, they're just they think they own this world, and they think they're better than everybody else. But are they? No. I know more than he does. I'll just say that. Ah, I am getting hungry. I will admit that, because I haven't eaten since like 1:45 this afternoon, and it's 8:55, so it's over 7 hours. Oh God, WrestleMania is going on. That I don't know why people waste their money to go watch that crap. That's just completely beyond me. But let's see what's going on over on the Fargo Facebook page. Oh, and they're just lazy over there. They haven't even posted the score yet, and they can't even comment on the. Okay, so now, USHL discussion group. Let's do that one. So this guy posted Omaha scored in Dubuque, and safe to say, nobody knows what that means. So I don't know if he's trying to say something there or what, but anyway, people are just stupid. Okay, I'm sure you guys have all realized that by now, definitely by now. Okay, yeah, nothing really there. Of course, it's USHL trash talk, or as I like to call it, musketeer trash talk. So there you go. Okay, so we'll start out to kind of the beginning, and one of the off-ice officials in Sioux Falls posted a picture of good old guy Rocky Verso, the coach of the Lincoln Stars. You all know how much of a twat he is. Surprise, surprise there. And the comments, obviously everybody knows that. One of the Sioux City fans called him a short shit. Oh, goodness. And then one of our guys from Sioux City, he's like, God, can both teams lose? Because they're playing Sioux Falls. So, and then obviously a Lincoln fan's got to chime in with, you're obsessed with that man. Well, yeah, we wouldn't be if he wasn't a humongous schmuck, and he looks like he's not all there anyway. So the guy who posted this, so that, it makes sense. Yep, that's the same guy who won an Anderson Cup and Coach of the Year last season too. I don't know who commented this, where this guy's from, but well, he is friends with somebody I know who is a Lincoln fan. I don't know though. That still doesn't answer that question. And you're gonna see gullible Sioux Falls lady. Amazing how different this year from the last. Which is just dumb. And then she wrote down, I liked him as a coach until this season in interview he had. I can't believe no one saw this coming. Okay, so let's go back to last season for a minute for Sioux City. As you know, Rocky said something that definitely got under the skin of everybody in Sioux City. And he basically called us, a dirty team. And he says that we're happy to play that way. And he basically said after he said what he had to say, I don't care whether or not they see this or not. And and then flash forward to this year, obviously, and I don't know what time this was. Sioux Falls played Lincoln, but I guess obviously Lincoln played a very dirty game. No kidding. Look who their head coach is. So they played the game, and safe to say, their coach, Rocky Russo, or as I like to call him, the fat, bald-headed midget. You're supposed to shake hands with the coaches after the game, at least in juniors. That's what you're supposed to do. And so he just completely walks off and goes towards the locker room. he he doesn't shake hands with any coach or anything like that. He just walks straight out of the building, basically. And he called Sioux Falls a dirty team. So, Muskies fans, we've known this for at least a year now that he's like this. And I guess a Lincoln fan came back with it, and it's okay for Carruthers to kick the glass and throw a tantrum. Now, that actually did happen. That we can confirm did happen. But I don't know. I honestly, I don't know. I didn't really watch the game. Obviously, I only watched Sioux City stuff, so I obviously just don't know. And then this lady, Brooke Teal, said, I see Sioux City traveled well tonight. Welcome, fans. Enjoy some hockey in Fargo tonight. Well, she was smart enough to capitalize Sioux City, but she wasn't smart enough to capitalize Fargo, the team she roots for. So she's an idiot. And she also said in round one, before round one started, that she thought Tri-City was going to win, and she didn't like the style of play last year in the postseason from us when we played Fargo in round one, and she called us a dirty team. Oh God, the stupidity of some of these fans. I tell you, honestly, I want to feel bad, but I really honestly don't. Their stupidity is their own problem. Then there's this guy, Brady Emerson. Nobody's ever heard of this dude before. In fact, he's not even from Fargo, North Dakota. He's from Moorhead, Minnesota, which I get it, the two are combined basically together, but he lives in Minnesota. He shouldn't be a Fargo fan. I'm sorry, but unless they're called the Fargo Moorhead Force, like the Fargo Moorhead Redhawks in the American Association. Team Sioux City plays, but no, it's just the Fargo Force. Oh, well, he comments something kind of stupid. Can we just call it now? Fargo Force Clark Cup champs. This is way too easy for us. We weren't even halfway through the first period, and he comments that. And I don't think this guy, I think he is a Sioux City fan now that, yeah, it is a Sioux City fan. He says, yeah, it took your team to take out one of the Muskies to score, and then no blow whistle for an injured player. Wow, big accomplishment. And I guess the rule is, the reason why we didn't hear a whistle is that if a guy is down, somebody from no, Sioux City has to touch the puck before they can blow the whistle on it. I don't know if that's an official rule or not. Obviously, I'm not going to take a fan's word for it. Not until we've done the research and we know the answer, at least an away team's fan. I can't remember if he was a Sioux City fan or not who commented that, but if that's the case, then that is the dumbest rule of all time. Because the opposing team might not get the puck for a minute or so. And what if the guy's bleeding out of his mind? Like you have a Clint Malarchuk or an Adam Johnson type of thing. Are you going to wait until, luckily enough, they did blow the whistle immediately when those things happen. Thank goodness for that. Or like a Richard Zednick type of thing. Is this going to happen where, that happens and there's 1 minute of nothingness because Sioux City couldn't get the puck back? I mean, obviously that would cause legal trouble probably, but as it probably should. Yeah, this was after it was only 1-0. So, like, shut up, dude. Okay, please. And then Brady Emerson, he comments. There's 37 comments, and I think about 15 of them were from him. So, how about instead of being a keyboard warrior, how about you actually watch the darn game instead of? But like I said, these away fans, they aren't very smart. So. And then in that same post, he responds to somebody's comment saying, I hope so. Kind of a boring game so far. Oh my god. And then somebody says Sioux City is probably the worst team still alive, but okay, LOL. Oh, and it came from a Sioux Falls fan, so I mean, go figure. So, but no, Sioux City is the worst team still alive so far. No, I am sorry, but that is not true. We ended the season in third place, and we have a fourth seed and a sixth seed in the East still alive. Although Madison, they're not really on fire because all the games they've won so far in this postseason have all come down to one goal. So, and clearly Youngstown dominated tonight, and I think they even dominated last night. So, some people, although, so I think we can kind of ignore that. Muskegon, they got the victory tonight, but yeah, no, they're definitely at this point. There's not really a bad team left in the fight. If I'm being honest here, there really honestly isn't. Lincoln, though, well, maybe I don't know really about Lincoln. I don't ever think about them. So. But anyway, God, some people are stupid. I mean, oh, and then that same lady, Brooke Teal is her name. She says, Fargo game 1 win. Yay! And then Ron Gilmore, we haven't heard from him in quite some time, says Sewer City gives up a PP goal to go down 4-0. A PP goal. Okay. I could make several jokes about that, but I'm not going to. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to wrap it up. Don't go anywhere.
Introducing the new Subaru Impreza engine computer and the automatic transmission computer. Unlike the Honda Civic, powers talk to each other.
That big dream of yours, why not pursue it? That hope that you're hoping, it's time to come to it. Dreams, plans, bank account, all made congruent. With us in your corner, you're ready. Let's blue it.
I think Tic Tac is clearly better than a third. Really? Well, I want to have pollen. Tic Tac freshens your breath just as well as that does. Oh, yeah? Oh.
I'm almost convinced. Oh, right. I'm convinced.
Tic Tac.
Incredible 1.5 calorie breath.
Come on. Your highways are perfectly closed. You gotta be kidding me.
What do you want to do?
Hey. All right. Let's do it the old school way. Let's go. Right along, bud. Can't see anything. Look. Yeah, Bubbles. Late.
Introducing the emblem on a new Subaru Impreza. It's the same old emblem you see on all Subaru cars, and 93% of them registered in the last 10 years are still on the road today. So, what's new?
Dope. That's
Perfect temperature, perfect taste. Ember, the world's first temperature control mug.
Hi, I'm Rick Titus, the host of Drivers Talk Radio. Looks like you're having a lot of trouble with your caravan.
See, ways of time.
Let me show you this Ford Freestar.
Sure.
I think on a daily basis, you're going to find this a lot easier to live with. Come check this out. Just one hand.
Okay, I'm depressed. I just bought that caravan.
Here's someone who was really depressed.
Therapist?
No, actually a Ford dealer. Why not help you with that seat?
The all-new Ford Freestar. I haven't looked at Ford lately. Look again.
She's in the shell. This is gonna be bigger than man buns.
This is going to be bigger than Tinder.
This is gonna be bigger than drums.
It's going to be bigger than aliens. It's going to be bigger than James Man. This is going to be bigger than those things. It's going to be bigger than football. Real football. I guess it's going to be bigger than everything.
She's in the shell. This is gonna be bigger than man buns.
This is going to be bigger than Tinder.
This is gonna be bigger than drums.
It's going to be bigger than aliens. It's going to be bigger than James Man. This is going to be bigger than those things. It's going to be bigger than football. Real football. I guess it's going to be bigger than everything.
Welcome back, everybody. Well, we have some updates for you right now. Muskegon up by a score of 4-2, so looks like they'll tie the series there. And right now, the Liberty lead the Bandits. They retook the lead 24-23 with 3 minutes left to go in the third quarter. So hopefully they will be able to come back here. And then of course we will be back tomorrow, 5:30 p.m. Eastern time for the pregame show. Sioux City and Fargo puck drop will be at 6:05 p.m. Eastern time for that, of course, followed by a postgame show. So yeah, that's all coming up tomorrow night right here on RVN. So make sure you join us for that. That is a wrap for tonight. Thank you all so much for watching us. And yeah, we'll see you tomorrow. Bye. This has been a presentation of RVN Sports in association with RVN. RVN Sports are online at rvn.com. We'll see you tomorrow night for Game 2 of the Western Conference semifinals, 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on RVN.